All right. Let me edit this title and then we'll go live and let everybody in. Hey, brother.
I just paid people.
Mm.
What is the updated mastermind survey? So we started a funnel right now.
I'm live right now. You can come tell me in the meeting if you want.
Okay, okay.
Yeah, just hop in there. Sorry, I'm already live.
Nice.
No worries. Talk to you one second. Just you can tell me in there. Should be fine.
Okay.
I need to get like everything up.
Yep, you can check the links that I sent you. You have to do it.
Okay. I'll look at it when you hop in there. All right. Instagram. All right. All right. I'll let everybody in. All right. Cool.
Cool.
Let me
Let me
see if
see
we
if we
got
got
Diane
Diane
in
in
here.
here.
Yep.
Yep. Co-host.
Co-host.
Uh,
Sorry, Nan. That was I had just gone live and was getting the titles ready. Let me see.
no worries. So I
Okay.
just got this link last time, last minute, so that's why.
No worries. Um, okay. So we're gonna, when did we get the message to get new people to book out? Did we get it out yet?
Yeah, so I already it should be like within 10 minutes they will be getting the second one, I
Okay.
think.
So they all
Let me
already
check.
got the first one.
Yeah.
Okay. When you said you missed sending the new message, I was confused for a second.
Oh,
All right.
so for the lead list that I was texting manually at the morning. So I just took that
Oh,
note.
so we
Like
did
Jay
send
Gard
them the message?
so I already sent to Jay Gardner, but I have to check if there is more people like Jay Gardner.
Okay. I understand what you're saying. Cool.
Yeah.
There's not. That would only be people that registered as an affiliate but did not get affiliated, which is unlikely. You know that they registered for our affiliate program and didn't
Okay.
get affiliated yet. There's a couple of them. Jay's one of them. Um,
Yeah.
all right, guys, let me get my better microphone hooked up. How is everybody this morning?
Pretty good, Rob.
Good. And then Chris, I'm trying to think why you wouldn't have gotten it. You didn't
Yeah, I
get the
don't
text
know.
for this meeting, Chris?
No, I haven't gotten any since like Tuesday, I think, at least.
How'd you
Let
book
me
for
check
this
right
one?
now.
I
Through the
just
calendar?
no, I just went to the Zoom link from the
Okay.
last message I got.
Let's check on that, Nan.
Yeah, I'm
Or we
already
can just write
checking.
it down. I'm not gonna check it right now. All right, cool. Um, well, I'll let you guys have the floor. What can I help each of you with today? And then I've got some updates, of course. But let's if anybody who needs anything, raise your hand and we'll start there. That's a good sign, I guess. Chris, what happened with you logging into high level? Did it let you get in?
Yeah, so I'm just going to tell you, I called the number and they were no help. They said it's only a number for billing. So they made me get
Okay.
on the Zoom with them. And they said there's nothing that I could do, that it's something like it's a personalized link. So they said you would have to get on a Zoom with them to get it
Okay.
fixed.
So did they tell you how to get on Zoom with them?
Just to go with the little blue question mark.
Okay. So
Or
wait, I
to
thought
join
you
the
couldn't
Zoom.
log in.
No, they're saying that there's nothing I could do because the link that you sent me to activate my account is a personalized link, so that you would have to get on and talk
Oh,
with them
what?
apparently. Yeah.
Um, for the onboarding call link? I
No,
was talking about
to
go
activate
ahead.
my account in your community.
I think there might be some wires crossed here. Tell me, so you don't need to activate an account in the community. I'm trying to understand. So you have to get access to the community, and we give you access to the community. So, but yesterday we were trying to log into Go High Level, and you weren't able to log into
Right,
Go High Level. So I was
right.
trying to clarify, like, it sounds like now you got logged into Go High Level. Is that right?
In my high level, yes, but going in through your link that you sent me, I can't,
Oh,
it won't load.
okay. I understand what we're saying now because you were trying to log in as a user in mine. So now I understand.
Correct.
My bad, bro. All right.
No, no problem.
By the way, guys, like we do have two people that are now starting to call other businesses in Charlotte or in North Carolina, business owners, to get them to come to these meetings. And that's another way to get a quick start. If you don't have your own lead list yet and you want to start calling and have a really easy pitch. So Nyan, so you hear he's saying for some reason he can't log in to our account. Um, and I don't know why that would be. I think
Yeah.
if he
So
has his own agency and he logs in with app.go high level, but he's a user in ours, won't it give him the option of which agency to log into when he logs into app.go high level?
yep, it should.
Okay. So if you just log in, if you log all the way out and log back into app.go high level, what's the email you used for signing up with high level? The same one that you gave me,
Yeah,
Moshe.
yeah.
So if you out of app.go high level and you log back in, it should pop up and you can choose your agency or my agency.
I didn't see yours listed because
Okay.
I had two other that I was previously in months ago.
Okay.
And those show up, but yours didn't.
All right. Well, let me see. Maybe
I
you
don't
think it's
see I don't see any user of him in our system.
right here. Oh, I'm not sharing my screen. Maybe I used the wrong email. This is what I got.
That's the right email.
Okay.
I
Maybe I
found it.
need. He's on the.
Yeah, it's because he didn't confirm the verification one. So I will send a verification email again. He needs to like
Oh,
confirm that it's his email.
all right. That was my fault then. Just right here.
Yeah.
All right. So now should have a new email you need to confirm, and that's the problem apparently. New
Temple.
two-factor authentication features.
I'll check it out right now.
Cool. Well, that means Tyler couldn't get started dialing yet either on Friday. So we'll get you guys both. I mean, obviously you can do it over the weekend if you want, but I'll spend some time with you guys on Monday getting you in. I further streamlined our onboarding and affiliation guide forms. So anybody that you guys send here, it'll be a smoother process for them. I also updated our full pricing on the website. So I added so now you got this way, so anyone can come on here and just get affiliated there. And obviously we can push these same setups. We can clone these for your agencies. You might have a different sign up process because you're not getting them affiliated. They're coming into your agency, but that's just a small twist on what we have here. So a better onboarding flow for all of your clients is what we've got. If you're doing white label. And then I also like fully explained the new packages on the website now. So it should make a lot more sense for anybody who's looking at it. And what we're saying here now lines up exactly with everything I talk about in the meetings. So those are like the main updates. That's what I spent my time on primarily. I think that having a smooth path was more important than getting the Sora videos done. But today, the only thing left I have this weekend, which I'll do tomorrow because I'm gonna be drained after this probably. Tomorrow, I'm gonna get some more tutorials knocked out. I'm gonna do like a long form YouTube for the new snapshots, and then fix the base video for our Sora for those little sequence of animated posters that I'll use to make like 5 videos a day for you guys to repost. So
Hey, Rob,
that's
on those
where-
videos, is the
Mhm.
short form or the long one doing better as far as, is it just a quick one hit or is it a longer one that's doing a little bit better on your ads?
I don't use any long form on the ads. So the long form is just, I would say, go to YouTube, and then the short form goes everywhere else. And I may post long form on Facebook or wherever else I can post it anyway. I guess I don't see why not. But the main thing, the short forms are going to be good for YouTube and Instagram and Facebook and all of them, but the long form more limited. So there'll be different categories of videos that will automatically map to proper channels for them when you guys set it up. Like for me, I wouldn't post one. Like I just have different styles of stuff I'll put on my Instagram page versus YouTube. So we've got a couple different variations. One that you'd post to your personal page, and one that you'd post to more business channels. So when I say like the base Sora video, what I'm talking about is all the parts behind this first section right here. So that way my team I can make one new video and then it'll transition to the rest of the offer. And I'm remaking this with a higher quality video, and then making sure that I have like Sora animated transitions. So you'll see there's about to be that actually looked pretty good. I think I just had to remake that with higher quality. I thought there was one other transition that I didn't like. But yeah, so that's what I'm talking about, making a bunch of every week. And it takes a couple hours to get those transitions looking smooth with Sora, but when you get them right, they look awesome.
So do you post on all your socials? Do you do TikTok or no? You do Instagram mainly?
Yeah. I mean, I post on all of them that I can. So everywhere I have an account. So I don't have Pinterest, but I have everything else that High Level connects to. So Instagram, LinkedIn, Facebook, YouTube, and then sometimes in the communities. So if you have a community, you can post in there. I think Jamie, tell me, like Jamie and Bob. Bob, do you know what the status is? Is there anything we can do to push your stuff faster? Was there like some info we were getting back and forth, or do you know what the holdup is?
That's a good question. My personal opinion is I don't have a lot of time to work inside of what you got. There might be some guys on this call that can do that. I'm more about testing and observing and trying to figure out the operations and the processes for the people I refer. And I've got hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of people that want to do this, but they look at it and they go, well, the process to me is a little bit more educational, but they're not sharing what I'm looking for. And it's not the fact that it's a bad product, because it's a good product. The holdup for me to get people in the meeting at this point is I want to test it out, right? So I go to your lead page, and I haven't even done one campaign yet, and I don't know why I haven't done one campaign, but hopefully
that's what I was
Nyan
asking, if you had any idea why.
Well, it's number one is I'm not running it, right? I'm hoping that Nyan shows me so I can show my VA how to do that. And then also the same with Seamless, getting the leads. And so I'm a little bit different position right now because I'm a CEO of a pretty big commercial company. So they want me to focus in on that aspect and how am I going to get people in the door? And we've already figured that piece out, but we know that this AI piece is very good for each one of them as a value add. And that helps us kind of promote it, you see. So if we can promote you and we can promote our stuff, it's a win-win for both of us, right? So we're talking hundreds of people. And it's hard to imagine that, right? It's a different kind of level. I guess everybody's here for a reason. But that's my reason at this point, is to try to figure out the process so it's not clunky. You know, it's not like I click here and it tells me to join a masterclass, join live masterclass. And all of a sudden I can't join the live masterclass. I have to put in my information to join, even though I was referred by you to get to get in there, you see. So it's kind of like a barrier. There seems like a barrier to these guys when I
Maybe I'm
show them that.
maybe I'm still not understanding. So you're saying
If you bring it
I'm
to
not
the
understanding.
referral page, right? Go to your
Right.
referral page here, and I'll show you what I mean.
So when you send out the link, you should be sending them this. Oh, that's the wrong
That's it.
mastermind.
That's it.
Yeah.
So I can join either one of those, which is fine, which you want them to do, but they
Yeah.
want to see it right now. They've already heard from me what it is. They
So then
understand what it
can't-
is. They just want to know more. you
Right.
see.
So can't find a suitable time. Bam.
Right. So you
Joint
hit
session
that.
in
What happens?
progress.
And now they got to fill out another form.
This is the
And it
first form.
says, you see what
This
I'm
is the
saying?
first
It's
form.
Saturday at 3 p.m. And they want to know now. You see, it's kind of like people want to know things instantly. When they
Yeah.
want to know it, they
It's
want to know
supposed
it.
to let them join now, so I don't know why it's saying Saturday at 3 p.m.
Been doing
Man,
that.
did you see that?
And I
think
keep
it's
going.
just-
I go, guys, why don't you just look at the master class?
Yeah.
He's already
This
kind of, you revised it, right? So,
Right. So they
Um,
will only have to put their information in one time. This should be the first time they're putting it in. But and once
could
they fill
tell.
it out, once they fill it out on one of them, it'll pre-fill every time they visit the same page. But I think this is what's confusing.
well,
that right?
it's not that. It's Rob.
Yeah.
Here's the thing. I don't know if anybody else has the same issue, but
Mhm.
it's when you tell me to join live, I want to see a live class go. I don't want to sit there and fill out another form because I'm a high level guy, real estate guy. I'm a commercial broker. I want to see what you
Mhm.
got, guy. You just told me that I can take my whole office and convert it. Now you're telling me I got to fill out another form that's somebody else's form, not your form, another form just to get into the live masterclass. And it tells me I can't do that until 3 p.m. Eastern time. And so these
So,
guys, they're turning
I'm
off.
confused. So you feel like having to fill out one form before coming to the meeting's too much?
I don't think it's too much for us. I'm thinking for a person that I've been referring, it might be, it's a different level of person that really doesn't need you. They're just looking at a product. It's kind of like when they click a button, they want something now. They don't want to wait. I'm giving you an hour right now. I've got time. My wife's over here. My kids are over here. I
Right.
got time right now. And they want to see it now. They don't want to wait till 3 o'clock. They want an instant. They want
Right.
an instant. So funnel
So
might be
there's
working.
two things, right? One is the time being wrong here because it needs to say you're joining now, not 3 p.m. Because that is the case. If they fill this out, it'll take them right to it. But other
Yeah.
than that, the other issue is the form. And if I'm going to let someone be able to speak with me, I feel like I should at least be able to get their information. If they want to watch
You
a
can.
pre-recording, then and also like if they start asking questions during the meeting, well, Nyan, I guess
I'll show you a way. I'm going to tell you something. I'll show you a
Okay.
way. Well, if you want to work with me offline, I'll show you exactly what I mean. And I'm telling you, I sent you something last Sunday that I thought
Yeah.
would work. I think if you put them through that funnel and now they come to a meeting with questions, you don't even have to
Right.
explain the whole process to them. You don't even have to greet them. All these guys want to do is get in, get out, get in,
Right.
get out. And I'm telling you,
Yeah.
when you're, does anybody else have the same issue? I don't know.
Can I
this is
jump in
the-
and add something to that, Rob?
Yes, I want to show you guys this too. So this is the new master class funnel, which I don't think you've seen yet, Bob. And this one, they can jump in and they can start right now and they can ask questions and it'll sign them up. But Nyan, what I'm thinking is, why don't we just let them go straight to this page? Because this is going to pop up anyway if they click watch now.
Here's
Yeah,
why you do
so-
it, Rob. Here's why you do it.
Yeah.
Because if I don't know how you can track this, maybe Nyan could probably figure that out. But if somebody clicks on a page, you should know who's clicking on the page. Is that correct? Can you identify
Yeah.
that?
Mhm.
So
If
that's
you
what
could
I
figure
was
that
talking
out.
about.
Yes. If you could figure that out, then you could put a follow-up process and say, hey, Bob, one of your guys clicked on a page. He clicked your link, our affiliate link. You need to follow up on him. Let us do the work to follow up to get them to sign up, you see. So the goal is to get to the next class, to ask questions.
Right.
So it's a two-step process rather than just like go in.
So
go
we
out.
can make two shareable links, right? One can be so that it's, well, I guess maybe this is the better way. So what if it just said, it watched the masterclass now, they click that, So you're saying you don't even want to offer them the mastermind first, just send them straight to something that's not in the future?
The way I look at it, this is a great class. Don't get me wrong. I love this
Mhm.
class. All right. I've watched it 5 times. I've analyzed, I've looked at it. I'm like, okay, how do we get this in the hands of all these people that just don't have time?
Mhm.
And this class right here, I don't know if it's an hour and 8 minutes, I think, something like that.
Yeah.
So we talked about that earlier about what you would take in, take out, whatever. All of it's relevant. Okay. The material is relevant. My thing is, you could put excerpts like this, the most important excerpts of this master class into a presentation, a PowerPoint presentation, where you no interruptions, you don't have anybody, hitting you with a question here and about their business, and you literally go through a funnel in like a PowerPoint presentation with all those key points that I pointed out. You're going to sell them, because the idea is, I need to tell you what you need. You tell me what you need right now from that. And now you're getting people, hey, I need this, Rob. I need this, Rob. You tell me you're going to do this, I can do that. So otherwise you confuse them.
I
that
just
makes
worry
sense.
about lowering the credibility of it by not having it being official. And it may be a little shorter, but I'm wondering, but also I felt like most of the info in the slide deck was pretty much was covered in here. So I'm wondering about the trade-off there.
Well, is this okay? So this is your live masterclass, right?
This is the one with high level.
This is the one that when they click on the link, now they're filling out a form. Even if you had that form out of the way and they click live masterclass, they go straight into this. They've been there. Now you say, okay, what did you think of it?
Yeah.
And then guys that respond, now you got those customers.
I think this right here, this is going to collect their info anyway. So we can just send them straight here without any registration at all. But then my question is, should we still offer the mastermind, and then after that, and then also tell them, if you want to watch now, go here? Because I feel like I get the most closes on the masterminds.
You can add that right at the end. Stay online right here. You be at the end of each one of these, or maybe a recording. It said, hey, if you want to meet me, and then all of a sudden you've got the system that tells you, notifies, hey, this guy just got done. He's in. He wants to know more about it. Now you're probably going to have to hire about 15 of you when you do that.
AI can handle those questions too. Is a good thing.
Yeah.
We already have it set up to do that. So if you fill this form out, it's gonna ask you what you came to learn, what you already know about high level, and then as soon as you submit that, it texts you with the AI answering your question.
That's interactive.
This has videos that'll pop up and explains our whole done for you, getting into the community, everything. This is the same one that I don't know if you saw this, but I made this after speaking with you last Sunday or Sunday before last, or getting your email. And it's this survey here. I think you saw this in the last meeting, right?
I did.
Yeah. And so hopefully that works, but I do think you're right. You don't need to be, this can be the only opt-in required for the masterclass. And we should just take them straight to it, unless they're booking for a future session, in which case we have to send them emails and stuff.
Like I said, I told you how Ace did it. By the way, he's very interested in going forward. But Tuesday, we still have to schedule the meeting for Tuesday. So I would say this: if you get a guy like that in there, who's got millions and millions of dollars to spend, you kind of look at it and go, if I can do it with just one video that I wasn't interacting except showing him a video,
right?
I can do that with anybody.
Right. He liked this video, right?
He's an educated guy, so he looked at it and said, "Yeah, this makes sense to me."
Good.
Let's work with Rob and see what he can do.
Good.
So Bob, what you're saying is that you'd rather have your people that are a little more educated watch the masterclass, figure out what they can use it, and then revert on a different thing to go live? Or what do you
want to know what the gimmick is?
Okay.
It's always about a sale, right? If you're trying to sell somebody, I like to go in with the free thing. Hey, come in here free. Look at it. If it makes sense to you, ask questions, and then I'll answer them. I think that's the best challenge anybody can make to themselves. When you're sending anybody to it, like I've sent a lot of people to that one link, and all of a sudden they look at it and say, "You're telling me I got to fill out this too. What are you trying to sell me?" You see, does that make sense?
For sharing it, it can be a process that slows it down. They don't want to opt in after you send them the first link. So what we can do is this can be the registration funnel page that tracks your affiliates. So we can make this capture
Go.
your leads.
You go.
And then skip that whole. We can still let them book if they want to book for a future masterclass time. We should do that, and they'll understand why they're registering for that because they'll need to get emails and text. But if they watch it now, then it'll take them right here.
That's all.
Good.
That's the only change I would make. I mean, I would hate to see you lose business and me lose business because we can't get that, where they feel comfortable when they come in.
Yeah, I understand.
Because they're not small business people. These guys have a lot of money. So
we'll prepare a couple different links. I think one should just take them straight to this page, and then the other should take them to the mastermind and do it the same way it's doing it.
Yeah.
Because if they're going to come to the Zoom, we want to be registered. And then you can also share my YouTube channel because I go live on there too. But it's better if they know where to go. They know which video to watch, which is why this is nice. And they can links to the YouTube too.
Well, I think once they look at this, Rob, and they're going to have questions, right? So if they do have questions, the immediate step is figure out how to answer their questions so they can spend 50 grand, 100 grand on your product.
Right.
That's the key. And then at the same time, it looks good for me because I can refer them to a good source that allows them to get what they want, if that makes sense.
It does. And I can add one thing here. So I'm going to say to get these things and to find out about this is still going to walk them through affiliation. It's not the quickest route to done for you. It's going to walk them through starting their agency. But then they have the route to text me here too, So Bob, what do you think about that?
I feel like there's a step missing if I can jump in.
Yeah, jump in, Jamie.
I
appreciate all y'all's help.
Bob,
I'm trying to wrap my head around it.
Reselling for Rob, or are you also pushing a product for yourself?
So we have free commercial training education. So it's from A to Z, right?
Because everything that you're saying, I agree with a lot of changes you're saying, but the one thing I feel that's missing from your end is where is your video? Where, like, the process Rob is offering is an added value on top of your video. So you should be presenting something. And then when they have a question, it's like, for more information, go here. Not starting with go here for the information.
Good point. So what I'm trying to do is formulate for the man that's paying the bills, right? So he's looking at it like I'm developing a video series. I'm online giving away free information, and that's all I do. I don't want people to sit there and put away your checkbooks, put away your credit cards. That's how he thinks, right? He's already got enough money to live on, right? That's not a hard problem. His business is thriving. All he's trying to do is put a piece of his a department in acquisition together, so it makes it stronger, more viable, and it grows the business from the inside versus the outside. So the video that we have is a different structure. So it's going to be a webinar type of video. And it's also going to be where 1,500 of the top real estate agents in the world attend. Okay. These are people that with a lot of money that want to spend money, but they want commercial property. They want commercial investments. So it's a little different. You're giving away free information that you've sold for hundreds of thousands of dollars. I mean, the information he's given away, he literally told me he made $1 million off the information in 8 months. And he said, I didn't feel like I was moving forward. So I left that. Now I'm putting this together, and I want to just create referral agents. I want to create relationships. I want people to come to me with the idea that they can submit their commercial property. And so they see this as a helper to their own business as well. And they see that they can reduce staff, reduce time that they're answering phones, right? They don't have to sit there and make up, I don't have an office staff. When you tell me I don't need an office staff, show me you can do that. And that's all they're looking at. They're saying, if I can reduce that alone, I save enough time to do my referral business. And then I'm getting education free by the guy that I'm referring it to. It makes sense, right? It's a free thing. So the guy that created this is a young kid. He made multi-millions his first year in business. and all he did was just give free away. I want to give free.
Mm-hmm.
And he didn't try to just, hit them and sell them. So that's the proper, that's the actual
Yeah.
process at this point. So
Well, I really appreciate it, guys. Like, it's a team effort. I want this to be seamless when you guys send affiliates and send people, and I want there to be a way for you to share something where they are taken right to the right video. It's live, and then when they have questions, they want more information, they want to get affiliated, they can do it right here. And so, I do think these changes will make a big difference. If you guys can just reshare this link, and then this, if they start this process, and I'll switch it to asking for the email first so that I always get the email, because they're not going to see the next question until it goes to the next part. And then any recommendations for improving this page and that process, I'm sure we'll get them from people that try to go through it, but what do you guys think? Jamie, were there any other suggestions you had? I'm not sure I heard the ones you were thinking.
The suggestion I have still from the one last week, like custom menu link, just for the
Community.
community, and for like this link, like where are we sharing? Like how for you is real quick, like you just search on your computer real quick and say, oh, you share this one.
Right.
But where do we go to find that?
To find the one you share. So normally it gets emailed to you, but then you're going to lose it in your email if you don't save it somewhere. So we should make somewhere where it's custom for each one of you guys.
I'm getting hypnotized from
And like for
bet
me,
we-
it's easy. I can create it. I know how to create it.
Yeah.
But that's just something like,
Right.
and whether it's maybe it's a custom forms tab. So
I
it's
bet you that there's a place for this in the affiliate portal. But let me see.
like, can we click on it? It gives us a list of forms, but that form automatically generates with our custom value field.
When you fill out the affiliation form, which I think you filled out, it emails you your links to reshare. But and it looks like you can get them right here too. So you can log into the affiliates, and any campaign you're registered for, your links are right here. So but you're right, you need to be able to get in AI initiates, and then you need to know to go right here. So I want to I have
Almost
a video
like like
Go
each
ahead.
one of us almost needs a personal link tree type setup where we can click on something easily and go to a page that has all the links and all the, like, how do we share stuff quickly?
Oh.
Yeah, Jamie, I
Um,
agree with that. That was my problem too. I don't see where the links are.
Okay. For
And
resharing.
Yeah, I go through this as well myself, Rob. We've been in this software for 3+ years.
Mm-hmm.
So for us, it's like, oh, go here, go there, go here, go here. And
Right.
everyone else is like, where?
Right.
So how do you make that like a one click, here's a sheet, but that sheet be right inside of our daily software?
Hey
Well, I
man,
think
I
that-
just wanted to add in here.
Sure.
So do you remember we had a funnel where everything was like in a card information type? Before we had help desk.
Yeah, where we had it in the menu link. Is that what you mean?
Yeah. So we can actually have everything like a card, all those
Mhm.
things that they easily use. So currently we actually did what Jamie suggested. So we have AI initiates and MMI client space already in the custom menu
Right.
link. So we can remove all of those two and have only one. And that's a funnel that everyone sees where they get all of those like links they need.
Right. So like one for AI initiates, one for your affiliate links that could take them inside
the
AI
page.
initiates to this page right here.
Yeah.
You know, one for
Yeah.
registering to become an affiliate.
Yeah.
That makes sense. But in the custom menu link, I'm trying to think because some people don't even go in their agency that much. And so they could access that link from anywhere though. So it'd be a link with all of our links.
Yeah.
Essentially. And then of course I have like, a ton of affiliate links like for signing up for different services that I recommend. Those are in the public side of the community, but we need, I don't think you can have different links for different sections of the community, can you? Let me check.
You can have the links from the funnel. So if the custom menu is taking you to the funnel, then everything's on the funnel.
Yeah, so you can also copy a post link. So
Mhm.
if you want to mean that, so you have two like featured post in here. So it can be two separate links because there's two separate posts.
Okay, I see what you mean. Cool. All right, well, that sounds like a workable solution.
And Diane, can they
And
be tied in via custom values? So when it's in the individual accounts, it's automatically switched to our affiliate link or our use
So I need
case?
to check on that part because when we actually give snapshots or something, so the custom value inside value is not passed through that link.
yeah,
So
you can't pass custom values, I don't think. Right?
yeah,
Is that what you're saying?
yeah. So but
Um,
you can actually send out trigger links, which actually remains the same as it is. So it can be a solution, but I need to check more.
all right. So those are some good tweaks. And then I'll continue improving this form. So just to kind of bullet it out, we need a really good link tree style place where you guys can go. And this is not for my links not for my affiliate links for products that I offer, but one for all of the links for you guys. And it could include, the calendar booking links, but also affiliate registration, your affiliate links to reshare, or a link that takes you to your different links that you can reshare. And any other important links. So that's one. Two, we want to make it where they can go straight into this page through a link, through one of the affiliate links that you guys can reshare. And it require no registration except for tracking any affiliates or anybody that comes and puts their information through any of these surveys. And then I think those were the main two.
I have a question, Rob.
Yeah.
This right here,
Mm-hmm.
mass market live question, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
There's no affiliate link on there. So we send people to this, it goes to your site. That has nothing to do with us, right? How would you know
No.
that I sent the lead?
As soon as they put their information through in any page on the funnel, when they got there through your affiliate tracking link, it's tracked to you. And so every single page on the website is all in the same funnel. And so
Yep.
any link that you share, if they put their information in or sign up on any of my pages, it'll track to you.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
How about this that's on the screen? Is there an affiliate link for that as well?
We're saying we're going to create one for this because right
Oh.
now we're only sharing the one. This is the one you guys have now. It takes them to this page. And right now they have to, if they click here, it's going to ask them to register, which some of you are saying that can be a turn off. And so we want to give an alternate option. I think if they're going to register, I think if it's going to be coming to the live Zoom, they should register. But if they're going to watch something, if they want to watch something right now, I think it's better if we just let them watch it.
I got you.
Yeah.
And so now they have to click this, and then they have to click join now. And I don't see why we even have this process because they can just go back to the link if they want to watch it later.
Right.
Well,
Exactly.
then again, some people are going to be like, I don't know if I'll find the link again, and they might want to book here so they get it in their calendar. What do you guys think about that?
Is
we have-
your whole goal to get them to the session that you say join this session at February 8th at whatever time it is? Is that your goal, or is it to get the information in front of them as soon as possible?
As soon as possible, but if they're not free now, I want to present easy options for them to get back.
So if I'm looking at this at midnight, okay,
Mhm.
I want to be able to look at, because this is the only time I have to look at it. And I've had guys comment on this. So if I'm looking at it at midnight and I can't see the goods, do I really want to go back and join a progress or join a session when I don't
probably
have
not.
the time?
They're probably not interested to watch it later. And well, then again, that may not be true because people click on my leads and they come into my
Yeah.
meetings later.
Yeah. Well, and it's like anything else. It's kind of like I'll set whenever I have time, I'm gonna go to it. But I don't know how many people you're probably missing because they're not able
It's
to
not
see
smooth
the
to get in quick.
goods. Yeah, I'm just
Yeah.
trying to get it
Yeah.
smoother for you, so you see in
Right.
the future more revenue because you've made it smoother.
That's the
That's
whole
all.
game right now.
Yeah.
That is the whole game. And so the
man.
more you go ahead, Nayan.
Sorry to add it in here as well.
No, go ahead.
So, Yeah, so currently the affiliate link that we are giving them is leading to a separate page where we have a video of yours. And from there, if
Right.
they click the masterclass, and then if they click on the join the session in progress, then they can watch it live. But we
Yeah.
already have their information because it was supposed to be going from an email or something like that, but it also has their affiliate ID. So
Right.
they can click on that and see the mastermind at any time, and we already have their information.
So we have it once they fill that first part out. But what he's saying is, and Robert, you've seen the link I gave you that has my ad as the first video, right?
Yeah.
I have, but I think what I'm trying to steer them towards is get to the master class, nothing
Just
else.
get to the content.
Right? Just get to
Yeah.
the garb, because I've already kind of filled them in.
Right.
I've said, hey guys, you want to reduce your office time in the office. You want to be able to fulfill your duties as a broker, take care of your agents. Now you don't have to worry about taking calls yourself. It does it for you.
Right.
You have other things you can do, and I'm reducing their time and stress. Meanwhile, I'm going to show them what I have as well. So it kind of segues into that
Right.
conversation. And when you have like what we're trying to do is promote it in a very short way, so it doesn't make it complicated for these guys that don't have any time. That's all.
Right.
Rob,
So-
this is your masterclass is on the YouTube, correct? Is
If
that
they
on
watch
your
it,
YouTube?
if they sign up, it's not on my YouTube, it's on High
Oh,
Level.
okay, it's on
And
high
if
levels
they
YouTube. Okay,
Yeah.
And if they sign up through that page, I won't get credit. I don't
okay,
think.
all right.
So I try to
How come
hide
you
that
don't
one.
get credit? Because it says right at the end that sign up to Rob's masterclass or
there was-
Rob's.
It
It
has to
says
be
it right there in
cookie.
the video. Yeah.
Yeah, there's a few things that kind of, I'm not sure. I think they may be changing it over to where I'm supposed to get credit for all of them, but end of the day, I only got credit for 10 of the people that signed up on the masterclass. So I don't know. They said there was only like, they showed me the sheet. They didn't give it to me, but it was like 10 of them were cookied to me, which means they came through my link first that had the tracking on it. And there was probably 10 that weren't. And I'm surprised it was only 20 with 250 people on at the end, but who knows? I also understand why, there was other affiliates who had generated the traffic for those leads in the first place, and High Level's reaching back out to those people. And so I can understand why it's kind of a double-edged sword for them to give me credit for that. Either way, like, we've got a good profitable funnel. I'm more than profitable just in the done for you setup. And so now it's about refining it. And then I still love the credibility and I just love the philosophy of getting people in their own agency where they're owning everything that they're developing for their business and nobody can take it away. So I'm going to stick with that. And then the name of the game is making it easier for done for you clients to come through without having to worry about the do-it-yourself stuff and without it being too educational for them. Trying to find the middle ground between those people and the DIYers, so I'm kind of trying to have two versions for people.
What's the thought on having a funnel page on everyone's account that is basically like a partnering with type thing?
Mm-hmm.
So it's introducing, grabbing their name, and then giving them that basic watch this YouTube, do whatever, but it's already grabbed their name and attached them to the
Good
funnel
idea.
that sends over to this page.
Good idea. And I'll tell you why that's a great idea, because the people we've talked to haven't really committed.
Right.
See? And it's kind of like, oh, I'm talking about it, but I'm not showing you anything, and you're not putting your information in there so I could follow up. Now, I put it in my CRM, but then by that time they've already gone on to whatever, they're doing whatever they're doing. So that's a great idea, actually. A funnel.
I like sending a link from my CRM to them to get to Rob, not
so like a co-branded page.
Correct.
Right.
Really?
So like
Yeah.
your company stuff, my company stuff, and you're like, we help with the automations.
The
There you go.
same thing you're doing with Go High Level.
Right.
How do we do that on our end?
We can help work on a co-branded page that introduces them to all we offer.
And that could be something technically that goes across all, at least
Yeah.
white label accounts.
Yeah, it could auto-populate. So
And Rob,
that's a
so
third.
you know that this is what the comments of those guys we had that meeting with Dave and David and Ace. Their comment is, why can't we co-brand what he's got and what we have and put it on one
Mhm.
page where they know that they're going to get business through that page. And then we get business because he's endorsed us, you see?
Yeah, it's kind of like if you don't have a low ticket offer to bundle with your funnel to get cheaper leads, then you can just add mine in there and have a co-branded funnel. You could even run ads to it. And now it's just free revenue on top of whatever you're doing. And you
Right.
know what? I could share that with my credit repair partners for their that are running credit
Yep.
repair ads and every other
Yep.
partner. I like
Yep.
it.
Yep. That's the way you do it.
I'm trying to think of where you want that in the funnel, like how they're ad, because I'm thinking of all the way back from ads into the first page that they see and how we do that. I mean, I guess you could have a co-branded ad. I don't know.
Well, if you want to discuss it on Tuesday, I can guarantee you we can talk about it. You got
I
some
think
really
a-
good minds.
I think a page on the website's better. I don't know if you'd want to drive when you're first driving traffic into your offer, you want to point them in one direction. You don't want to split them off too much. But once they get deeper into your site, then
Well,
a new client you want to engage with something directly, and usually
Some-
one specific thing.
So, something I think that your offer is very appealing, and I think that got my attention
Mhm.
was the low risk part of it, right?
Mhm.
So if I invest my time, which is valuable, most of these guys really value their time at $1,000 or more an hour.
Right.
Most of these guys do. So if you're going to invest my time, I want to be able to go ahead and understand what you're doing that's going to reduce my time with my
Mhm.
office staff and my if like taxes, right? You're going to reduce my
Right.
taxes, I can pay you more, So it's
Mhm.
kind of like you're rubbing this guy's back and you're rubbing this guy's back.
Mhm.
But yeah, I get it. You have a great offer. So that's not going to go away in their minds.
Right.
It's 30-day low risk entry point. They don't have to, do anything except experience
Right.
it does work. Let me get
Right.
with Rob again and hire him for 50 grand, to do this, and that, you see. So that's
Right.
the goal. I don't know if
I think-
anybody agrees with that. You might not, and that's okay. I mean, I understand. But that's,
I agree.
yeah.
So I really appreciate like all these different things. And I appreciate that you guys are so engaged on the affiliate program and wanting me to get that right, because that is one of the main things that separates what we're doing here from what else is out there. The other affiliates don't have big teams. They can't execute that kind of setup for people. That's one of the things that sets me apart, and I want to use it as a huge advantage. We got to make it smoother for everybody. And then we have another cool thing that I think could help a lot of us. Paul, we finished our quote for the application, and so I'm excited about that, bro. I want to talk to you more about that offline. I may give you a call after the meeting today. I don't know if you can hear me right now. You guys, basically there is a ADA compliance thing that's coming out, and what this does, I'm going to go ahead and go back full screen because we're going to have people popping in soon. By the way, I'm getting rid of the drones, and I've got a few other things I'm doing to change this up. It'll have the softwares that we're replacing popping up. Lance, we did get it to do that, and it looks really good. I'm going to make sure these are just static and not moving, the QR codes. And then there's not really much room for anything else without it looking too busy, is what I found.
I think about
So,
every 20 minutes a drone coming in would be pretty cool, just not constant.
yeah, maybe we can just have one flyby,
They
But
come
the
in and
thing
check
is-
you out, see what's going on.
I don't know how long of a video I can put on there. This one's 20-second loop, But I think there's a size limit. I think it's 100 megabytes. And so I'm not sure how long we can get with 100 megabytes, but we can see. So there was something I was telling you guys about. Oh yeah, so the ADA compliance thing. So this is huge because I came from solar where we're selling on a tax credit. And there is a law, you guys may have heard about it, where you can get sued if your site's not ADA compliant.
Right.
And I believe it's gonna, I know it's for people with disabilities. I think that it may be like, I don't know if it's reading it out to you what it is. I need to look at it closer. I don't know if it's reading out what's on the screen. I kind of assume that's what it is. I think it's for auditory issues. But if you install these widgets, it can make your whole site compliant. And basically that way you're protected. And then the government also gives you a $15K tax credit every year. So you get an annual $15,000 tax credit Now, a tax credit is different from a write-off. A write-off means that like you're not going to get taxed on the income that you use to buy that item for your business. And that's true with any business expense. But a tax credit means if you get a $15,000 tax credit, they're just going to look at your taxes on the federal taxes and they're going to just minus 15,000. And for someone that's paying quarterly, that means on their next quarterly bill, they can take, nearly 5,000 off of what they were going to send the government. So, and that's every year. So not only does it totally pay for our services, guys, it also is a recurring thing. So it makes it a no-brainer offer, just like I was selling with solar. And if you guys have any trouble pitching tax credits, I've been pitching tax credits for years. I also did I've worked with other government programs to help people get relief and stuff like that. So I'm familiar with that kind of stuff pretty well. But Paul is more of an expert on this specific program and is going to be helping us bring this to everybody.
Oh, good.
So yeah.
So does Go High Level have that widget, or how does that work?
It'll be a third-party widget.
A third-party widget. Okay,
And
so you add it on
we're
there.
looking at developing it for the app marketplace. Paul, we have a quote for just developing it, and then it would take a little longer to develop it for the app marketplace. And Paul and I are speaking about developing this together. And I need to speak with you offline because now that I see the scope of it, we have some options to weigh.
Yeah, agreed. I have some updated information as well, Rob. So yeah, you have my calendar link in the chat, so set a time and we'll go over what options are available. But yeah, I think it's very exciting and it has to be done correctly. And also, as I mentioned when I talked to you last time and to everyone that's listening, a lot of people tell you it's only $5,000 or $10,000 credit, but that's not accurate because the language in the actual IRS documentation says that you can get the $15,000 credit, but you have to strategically position that with the language with your CPA. If that makes sense. Yeah, it does. Essentially, you can chalk it up to research and development and a few other things, but you can qualify for the full $15,000 credit. It's just a matter of understanding the language of what the IRS form says correctly. There we go. We've got people jumping in, and then I know Butch I didn't ask you if you needed any help with anything today. I know you kind of jumped in late. Michael, I see you just jumped in. You're the first person. Nice to meet you. Basically, I'm gonna jump to you in just a moment. So get your microphone ready. I'm gonna ask Butch to make sure he doesn't need anything. He's a current client, and then we're gonna start with the new guys. So Butch,
everything is great. Everything is really great. I'll be back on Tuesday on time.
Okay.
A couple of questions for you, but you guys, all this team you have is really impressive group of guys.
These are all current clients just like you.
Yeah.
And but the thing that really makes me grateful is how much they're clearly coming to spend their time here to help build this affiliate program, which is something I never saw coming, but I think is one of the best things that we have going.
One of the things that I'm seeing, Rob, is that the guy I'm putting an opportunity together, and I'm seeing that I may be mistaken, but it looks like working as an affiliate with you, the guys that I'm talking to would benefit. Everything from what Rob was saying to what Jamie was talking about. I'm understanding this is all new to me, but I'm seeing an opportunity that I didn't know that was out there.
Right.
It's really great.
Because the thing is, we're all going to I'm going to take it a step further, Michael. So hang on 1 second, and I'm going to just speak to what I see the future being with this whole thing. So right now, we're able to automate any job that can be done over the phone or a computer. And we are going to help you. And even if you just want to do this for your small business, you have tons of other people that you know in your network that are going to be making this change. I believe deep down in my heart, High Level is going to be the tool that people do this the most with in the future, in the next 10 years. This is going to be the main tool small business owners use to automate those roles. And the thing is, guys, once they have the robots, and trust me, I can't wait. I'm going to have a robot here before you know it. That thing will be able to connect to Go High Level and get and know what orders need to be fulfilled. So if you had it on a job site, I'm already automating the whole ordering customer service process. I will be able to automate that robot to do the physical work in your warehouse, wherever you're doing, even coordinate a route out to drive to wherever it needs to go to do the work. So this platform will expand into the physical realm It will. You need the software to coordinate the stuff that happens in the physical world. And really, business owners, I've got a huge head start building in the virtual world, and that's where we're going to then connect these robots to put them into real action. So I see this going much, much bigger than I think, I'm seeing 10 years ahead, and I see us fully automating businesses all connected to this system. And you guys, as affiliates, being able to get a huge chunk of that from your network.
Well,
So I'm freaking
the
excited.
co-branding that Robert and Jamie were talking about with a person like me is, fits on my site. It's like that really, I don't have to explain stuff because people naturally are doing, and that'll take it right home. So I like that a lot.
Passing the credibility down. Like that's why I'm going all in on my thing with Go High Level, because what separates me is the credibility I've got with them and my certification. And so I see two things existing in the future: personal brand and then AI automation. And so I'm trying to help you guys leverage both of those heavily during this transition. So Michael, can you come off mute, man? And we got Rick here too. So I want to talk to both of you guys, whichever one of you guys can hop off mute, Rick Dean or Michael, and tell me where you're located and what you came to learn today. The main thing you were hoping to learn.
Yeah, I'm from Kentucky.
Okay.
And trying to get started on making a supplemental income other than just my job.
What are you doing right now?
Well, now I'm a corrections officer.
Oh, corrections officer. Have you seen my masterclass?
Not yet.
Well, I did 3 years on the inside before I got out. And
Okay,
I got
Rob,
out
was that a
7 years
correctional
ago.
officer? You weren't 3 years in inside for correction officer, were you?
No, I was on the other side. I was being corrected. I needed it. Yeah. But that's so cool, bro. So I got out like 7 years ago and then had a ton of success using Go High Level to build businesses after I started in a day job in sales. And then now I've built a bunch of big companies. So the masterclass kind of gives you a little more background. And then also like one of these QR codes is a survey that you can fill out basically to start kind of getting you into the process of understanding like my background a little bit. So I don't keep repeating it to everybody that hops on here. And then you can follow that survey all the way straight through to starting your 30-day trial. And I give you a ton of bonuses that I'll talk about here. So bro, like basically what I'm saying is we're not so different coming from corrections on inside or the other side of it. And that you can definitely make some money here.
I've been on both sides. I've been on both sides.
Yeah. Well, everybody's welcome here, that's for sure. So I want to talk a little more about exactly what you're looking to do here. So tell me, and I'm going to go to the new guys too. So EC, and then I think Rick Dean. I'm going to come to you guys next. But Michael, so when you say supplemental income, how do you see yourself getting involved? Do you want to have like your own agency? Is what you're thinking? Have your own AI business or marketing agency?
I've got a Shopify account right now, but I'm just trying to expand out one way or another to supplement my income along. Because I'm a single dad with full custody of both my kids.
Mm-hmm.
It ain't easy.
No. If you've got the extra energy to burn, I see you stepping outside, taking your time to focus on something else that you can do. If you can keep that energy up for a few hours a week on top of what you're doing, you can make some money before the end of a 30-day trial. So we have a way for you to get in and get started really quickly through our affiliate program. You can refer. I have like a pre-recorded masterclass that I was telling you about where I cover more of the basics, and I'll make sure you know how to get to that link. You can watch that, lay back. It's like slower pace. I'm not jumping to everybody's questions, but you guys will learn a lot from hearing me answer questions too. And so basically, once you start your trial, you can start preparing yourself to be making bigger money having your own AI agency. But in that first 30 days, you can just share my video on your Instagram, Facebook, have your people go to my link, and then you'll get paid out commission if anyone pays for my services. And so that's the way you come in and cover your costs in the very beginning. And so I'll go to the next person. I got Melissa, Rick Dean, EC. So whichever one of y'all wants to come off mute and tell me where you're located and what the main thing you're hoping to learn is, I'm going to answer your questions specifically. I may even show you some of the software if it's relevant to what you're asking.
Rob, Nyan posted the link on there so the new people can check that out as well. It's on the chat.
Great. Let me see.
Hey, Rob.
Hey, Melissa, how are you? I'm
Get
good.
ready for tomorrow. I'm in
Go Birds!
Yeah, go Birds. I'm in Scranton, Pennsylvania.
Oh, cool.
And I've been using GHL for a while now. I had originally intended to do the agency route, and clearly with all the affiliate stuff that's going on there right now, I'm just like, forget that. I do help coaches and course creators launch books.
Okay.
Really. So I am still going to be utilizing GHL for their programs, but yeah, I really like what you're doing here, and I'm trying to figure out how to transition over.
You sound like you've seen some of my stuff before. Have you been on one of these meetings before?
I think you did one with GHL.
Yeah, so you've seen the masterclass. That's what I was just talking to Michael about. And so you heard about the affiliate program, and that was the main thing you were interested in, it sounds like. Is that right?
Well, I really like everything that you've put together. I think I was on your AI employee one. That's the one I attended.
Oh, got you.
Yeah. And you just seem to really have all of your snapshots and act together, all of your integrations. And yeah, I kind of think I want to come over your way.
All right. Well, I'm excited. And so I'll try to direct you all. I've gotten like the process down to make it pretty smooth for you guys. You'll see in the link in the chat, Nyan just dropped basically a survey, and that'll help you get access to all my bonuses. So I'm in love with Go High Level, and the way I give you like all my free side, access to all my courses, snapshots, just becoming affiliated in one way or the other. So even if you're an existing agency, there's ways to do it. If you're an existing agency, you can go AI employee, use your code for that and turn one account on. You can upgrade to the 497, or even if you are interested in being certified, you can join the certification program through my link. So there's one of those is going to work for everybody. And then I've got the done for you side too, which I'll cover a little bit on here. And that was something I didn't cover on the master class. So I want to greet everybody. Melissa, you already know High Level. So do you have any specific questions about our programs or anything like that I could answer?
Well, if you have some type of an overview, I think you were talking about a recording before, that would be helpful for me to review.
So the master class you've already seen. And then if you click on that survey that's in the chat, there are videos in that process. So it'll take you step by step. And then there's a video where I talk about our done for you. There's a video where I talk about getting into our community and where all the resources are in there. So that survey will walk you through better than anything else. And then if there's any point of confusion, let me know so I can make it better. It's the new survey, but it should help a lot. So thank you, Michelle and then Melissa. And if you want to circle back around, if you have any more questions, just let me know. My goal now is to kind of greet everybody, make sure I answer the rest of everybody. So we've got John, Lynn, EC still. We've got Lakeisha, Itan. And if any of you guys can come off mute, I think EC was in here first. And then I feel like I saw John pop in right after. Can either one of you guys come off and let me know where you're located and what you know about High Level and what the main thing that you're looking to learn is? And for anybody who's tied up right now, they can also, or who can't speak, just go to the survey that Nyan just dropped. And it's also one of these QR codes. The survey is in the Zoom chat. And you'll answer the same questions, and then the videos will kind of walk you through the same thing I'd tell you about here.
Rob, I think John responded to you on the chat.
Yeah, John, I see you're in LA. I was in LA for 6 months, and I moved back last March. So my family's here in Charlotte, and those are not real drones. I tested out like a AI Sora video. It is my real view, but I added the drones, and then I'm gonna take it down to just one drone and put some other things that'll be popping up next time. So it's a work in progress. We're in LA. And Rick Dean from Scottsdale. I need to keep my eye on the chats.
Lakeisha's from Memphis.
You know, I can even see all the chats from where this is broadcasting on YouTube and everywhere else, but it's laggy when I watch it on that view. So I haven't quite mastered how to see all of them. So if you're in Zoom, if you're on live watching me anywhere else, just scan one of these QR codes. And then one of them is for reviews, the other is for the survey. And that'll get you in where you can text me and then you can hop on the meeting in Zoom. So Rick or John, if
You
you
got
guys
Etan as well. I'm sorry.
Etan, if you guys can come off mute, I'd love to speak to you, but if you just want to hit in the chats, that's fine. I'd love for you guys to tell me like exactly what you're wanting to learn here, and I can talk to you for a minute. I'll show you in the software if it's relevant to what you're hoping to achieve. Can any of you guys come off? There we go. Rick?
Yeah. So just briefly, I'm not really familiar with what your gig is yet. So I just plugged in, but so that's okay.
That's totally cool.
Yeah. So and what triggered me to plug in was that you had something going on with AI, and by the way that background picture you got of all those drones buzzing around in the background is that for real out there?
It looks like it's real. So Sora is GPT's new video generation software, and it's really good. And so no, those are not real. I just took a video of my normal background, and everybody who's been on here before has seen this view, but I added the drones in. All I said was put an AI theme on this video, which is going to be my Zoom background, and it chose to do drones in one of the 20 versions I made, and the other 20 versions were garbage. So this is the only one that was okay, but I'll come up with some new ones. Go ahead.
I got my hands in a number of things, real estate, commercial property
One of our
management,
favorites.
and specializing in specialized tax accounting and getting refunds back from the government on a lot of the scams. And I got my hands in wellness care plans and mostly the business world, that business side of the business world, if you want to call it that level of business world. And so we got about 200 plus people in our team, and I've always got my eyes out for something in AI that can plug in to streamline and accelerate what we're doing. So I'm just kind of giving you that thumbnail. So.
Yeah, that's enough for me to give you some good guidance. So basically, the tool we're looking at here is called Go High Level, and then they have this new thing called AI Employee. So Go High Level can already replace like 42 types of software. So like payment systems, document systems, there's a whole list in the 10K checklist. So if you start filling out that survey and sending the link to or one of these QR codes, you're going to get the 42 software checklist just shortly into that form. And it gives you all the types of software it replaces. But really, most people are coming here to learn about the AI employee. Like, what can AI do to lighten their load? And this setup that we have, like I have a template I can give you to where in about 30 minutes to an hour, you'll have all of your inbound communication totally automated. So if someone calls you, the AI voice is going to answer and book the appointment and answer questions. If somebody texts you, WhatsApp, Instagram, Facebook, or email, it'll handle the conversation. This could be for clients and non-clients and book the appointments. So that's kind of V1, right? That's like the easy setup. It'll handle all your inbound. And then of course there's add-on steps where you can set it up to do outbound, to reach out to your past clients, which is really the most valuable thing you can do to generate new revenue quick. So that, go ahead.
Does any of your magic, forgive me for calling it magic, but the world I come from, it's magic.
Yeah, basically is.
Yeah, right. So notice I got gray hair, so everything.
Yeah, I'm getting some of mine too. You'd be surprised.
Everything beyond a pen and a notepad is magic to us.
Well, we can handle it for you. What was your question though?
So about the regarding automating AI reach out. I'll call it the reach out. Does anything in your system allow me to put or help put an Excel spreadsheet of data contacts into a spreadsheet and then trigger a phone system to do a reach out or an email system, automatic reach out and send and receive?
Yeah. So it'll do, just the native system like I was talking about will do outbound over email, SMS, and WhatsApp. And then they are Go High Level, their native system. So like the software is just $97 a month. And it comes with outreach, inbound and outbound, and all the channels I mentioned. The only thing it's missing right now is outbound voice. They are going to add outbound voice soon, but I was the 38th person in the world to get access to the first AI voice, and I've been integrating it into Go High Level for a couple years, or I guess, yeah, it's probably been a couple years now. And so I am one of the best in the world at integrating outbound voice systems, just like you described.
Okay, so you go high level, just to zero in on this. Your go high level
is the base
package has something called native systems, and that's what
native is, like what's already in there, like what it comes with, like what's built internally in the platform. And then there are lots of third party or independent systems that'll do outbound voice now. And I do integrate those for people. Now, what I'll say is that just emailing and texting works really, really well. Adding voice, it's only going to get you like 10% more appointments, and it is much more difficult to set up. So my best advice is just start with what it can already do. They're rolling out outbound voice here soon, and just start with what it can already do, because you can set it up so quick and it works so seamlessly. And then that's what I recommend. Now we do it for people that really like, once you get everything else set up and you're booking appointments from outbound email and text, and all your inbounds getting booked, you've got your past clients getting reached out to, and you're smooth and it's all running, then that's a better time to, if they haven't already come out with outbound voice, then we could layer it in for you. But it just adds so much complexity, it's not worth doing it at the beginning. It's going to give you a worse experience. So that's how I recommend doing it. And then we've got the do-it-yourself version, which you can have all your inbound booking done over all channels in 30 minutes to an hour. And then we've got guides on, setting up the AI voice yourself and, to take it further yourself, or we can do it for you. We've got our done for you packages, which I usually explain at about the 20-minute or 30-minute mark. So you, I assume, are more of a business owner who would like to have things done for you. You've got your hands tied up, and the way that we can do that, we can do it in a way where we can do it for your business. And then you can refer people to this meeting, your business partners who would also not want to do it themselves. And you can get a commission if they sign up for me to do it for them.
Yeah, got it.
So that's how we do it.
All right, Rob, we got I appreciate it.
Go next
Rick,
people. Thank you,
we
Rick.
got a few more people. Thanks.
Yeah, we got a lot. And thank you everybody for waiting. I'm going to get to everybody here. And just so you know, Nyan's messaging about it, but if you submit the survey down there, it's going to ask you the same questions that I'm starting by asking everybody here. And I'm going to follow up with anybody who we don't finish with. But I also, like, if somebody is trying to start a trial and get involved in our community, get to come to these meetings an hour earlier and get our other bonuses, that form can help you. But I'll also stay on with you until you're able to get through that form. If anybody's working on doing that later, by the time we run to the end of this meeting is what I mean. So let me go to whoever's next. If anybody, we've got a lot of people that just joined, and I'll start calling people out, but whoever can come off mute and let me know like where you're located and what the main thing you're wanting to learn here is today. I'll try to answer your questions specifically, show you some examples, and then we'll kind of have your basics covered. Let me see who we got. If anybody's in the chat.
Looks like we got Christine's new. We got David, EC still on there. I don't know if it's John's talk. We got Lakeisha.
John, we spoke a little bit. John, can you come off mute, or are you in a place where you can't? He said he was in LA.
Okay.
I don't know if he can.
I think he maybe had to go.
John's still here. We've got a whole screen full of people in here. Lakeisha's driving. And Michael, you are welcome, bro. I'm looking forward to speaking to you more. Definitely help you out. We've got ways you can plug in, Michael, and start actually, like, we have people that call, we have an internal team where you can start quicker if you want to refer people to the meetings. We've got something for everybody, bro. So whatever you've got time for, like I've got 3 guys I'm training on Monday to be calling, and they'll call just to refer people to this mastermind. And if people sign up for a Go High Level trial, I'll sign them up with your link. So you get recurring affiliate commission from High Level that can never be replaced. And if they close done for you, you get 20% of the bank of hours. I'm going to explain the hour banks in a little bit here.
Rob, can you go in and specifically and show on AI what AI can do for their business?
Yeah.
No matter what their business is, all the different things that it can do to help streamline everything.
Yeah. Let's pull up the 10K checklist, I think. What do you think, Lance? Do you think that's the best thing to show, or should I show some?
I show exactly what the AI can do, and then we can show the text afterwards.
So I'll show you guys in the data or in the High Level system the different AI features. So it's going to be able to book appointments and handle your inbound text messages, WhatsApp messages, Facebook, Instagram, email, and voice. So in about 30 minutes, you can set it up to where you'll basically give it your website and it'll automatically be able to do that for you. So you'll connect all your socials and it'll work just like that. So I'm going to go into my business's sub account. And what I just showed you is I was logging into my Go High Level agency, and then I selected my business. But you can have as many businesses as you want in a Go High Level agency. So what I'm helping you guys do is get your own agencies to start automating your business in a system you control. I'm also showing you guys how to start your own agencies if you want to help other businesses do this. And if you don't want to take the time to do that, but you want to use it for your small business, I can help you set it up. And I can also help you make money by referring your friends and setting it up for them. So I'm going to kind of hit all the points when I feel an opportunity to like that. But now I'm going to show you guys some of the AI features. And in this conversations view, you can see all the messages coming into one place. So it's going to come in whether they text me, WhatsApp, call. If they text any of the numbers I have for my business, it's going to show up in this one place. They email any of my emails, it's going to show up in this one place. And then I can choose which way I want to reach back out, which number, which email I'm going to reach back out from if I'm doing it manually. But the system will also handle everything automatically.
Rob, are you going to share your screen? Is that what we're doing?
Oh, man.
Are you just talking?
Yeah.
Everybody likes to look at Rob. What's going on here?
Thank you. So this is the system. And yeah, I was definitely trying to show you guys this. So either way, I was mentioning how I logged into the agency. So this is my agency, but you can select your business in here. And even on the $97 plan, which you guys all can get an extended trial of through my link, if you just follow that survey that's on one of the QR codes or in the chat, you can get a 30-day trial and you can have 3 businesses in there with that 30-day trial. So I was showing you guys this view here where I can see all my communication from all my clients. I can look at unread messages, and the AI just handles these things for me. So I go and I look at unread messages and I see all the completed conversations that we've had with all of our clients, and I can make sure they all look good. And that's all I do today. So that's the conversational AI, and that's got voice and text. Even like voice AI conversations, the transcript will show up in here. Then we've got the AI ads manager. So that's how you replace your ads guy. We've probably all spent $500, $1,000, $2,000 a month to have someone manage your ads. Well, Go High Level has an AI that can now connect straight to your Facebook ads manager or Meta ads manager, and you can launch templates for about any industry in less than 15 minutes to run your ads on autopilot. So it costs $30 a month to use the AI ads manager instead of $500 a month. And you can use that at yourself if you're a small business owner, or you can use it to resell advertising services. One of the other really cool AI features is that you can replace your site developer. So you're going to be able to go in here, go to funnels or websites, create new. You can do funnel AI. Now, there are templates for everything in High Level for every industry. So you've got templates for documents. You've got templates for message sequences or email campaigns. You've got templates for websites. And so the AI is going to pick the best template based on what you tell it about your business. It's going to find the template and then fill it out completely. So you've got a full website. Now, if you want to know how many websites you can have in one $97 Go High Level subscription, the answer is you can have unlimited websites. So there's no limit. There's no charge for additional websites. All you have to have is your domain and Go High Level. You can even buy domains inside Go High Level. You can, if you want, you can upgrade to WordPress hosting. So if you have a WordPress site you want to move in here, or you like some WordPress builders features, you can use WordPress. And this allows you to create custom websites for clients if you're an agency really quickly, or just to have really inexpensive and customizable websites for your business. And the builder is much easier to use than WordPress. It's a more simplified builder. And it's also, there's no lack of sophistication. It's tied into all the other automations in this system. And my team can take any website and make another website that looks exactly like it in Go High Level's builder in an hour or two. And so from there, you just have to redo the copy for each page. But really, really flexible system, really powerful system. Lance, did you have anything you thought I should mention?
No, Melissa says she has a question. You might check the chat.
All right. Melissa, feel free to come off and ask me. I'm popping the chat open here too.
Don't be shy, Melissa.
Oh.
I'm not.
I see your question. And Latoya, it does have e-commerce stores too. And so it can replace Shopify. You can create a store, templates for e-com stores. And then Melissa, your question, I'll show you AI employee. So by the
I
way,
didn't
in
know
that
if you had to have it active in your account in order to
you
get
don't.
AI. Okay, I was just curious.
You don't, but they're going to charge you $1 per website build if you don't have unlimited. So you have all the AI employee features, and this is a good time for me to show you guys what that means. In the survey, everyone needs to enter my code for AI employee, but you may not need to turn it on yet. If you're able to get affiliated, like to start a new trial, then you don't have to turn it on yet. If you have no affiliation to me yet, then you'll need to turn it on until you upgrade or get some other affiliation with me. The guide will walk you through that, but let me show you what it is, and then the guide can help you with entering my code and turning it on if that's how you want to get affiliated. So if I go to agency settings, so you see how it went back out of my agency, and once you start a trial, this is the view you're going to start in. So I can see all my clients. And by the way, guys, I'm a full affiliate, so I don't take people in my agency anymore. These are all people who have been pushed out into their own agencies pretty much. I have a few that are still in here, but you go to settings, AI employee. And right here, you can go to manager offer and see more of the details. So by default, you're going to have all the AI employee stuff on pay per usage. So this is where I set up how much I charge my clients. Now, keep in mind, some of you guys I know are just small business owners, but technically, like this is all going to be housed inside of your agency, even if you have your business in your agency. So this is where you set your pricing for each business inside the system, including your own. So you've got pay per usage. This is where the default, and you can set your upcharge. So that means if I have clients that are coming in and they don't want to start with unlimited, I can raise the price on unlimited up to where I make more of a cut, and I can have them a pay-as-you-go plan that I'm still making a little money on. Voice AI, 14 cents per minute. And by the way, guys, if you think of the time of one of your reps or a human, there's no way it's cheaper than 50 cents per minute at any time. And so whether they're sending a text and it takes them a minute or answering a call, you're paying the phone bill and you're paying for that person's time. It's going to cost more than 50 cents a minute either way. So like a text sent by a human costs 50 cents essentially. So you've got voice AI. Conversational AI is what you use to respond to any message on Facebook, Instagram, email. It's the AI deciding what to say back. Reviews AI is going to reply to reviews. And so if you reply to your reviews quickly on Google, it makes you look better. They look at how long it takes you to reply. And so this can help you reply to them and get more reviews. But guess what? You can also make a campaign that'll reach back out to all of your past clients and ask them for reviews, and watch how many more people you have coming through Google Maps. You'll have a lot. And you can automate that process. So every time somebody finishes a job, they get a message saying, hey, did you like your service? Is there anything we could do better? Would you refer us to family and friends? Here's the link if you wouldn't mind filling this out. You can automate that whole conversation. So funnels and websites, $1 per website to write all the copy for you. And then your content AI, that's just for generating like images. You can do, so you don't have to have a GPT Plus subscription. You can generate images and do all your stuff in here. And then Workflow AI Assistant is in the automations page. And I'll show you the automations page too, because that's where your mind's really going to expand on what you can do with this for your business. But to turn on AI employee, you just enter my code just like this right here. And I think you hit edit code and then do that. And you can set this to $97 if you're just doing it for yourself for the first time. If you need to get affiliated with me and I'm not getting credit for anything yet, you do have to actually turn it on for one sub account for it to count for anything for me. So putting this code here, what this does, it doesn't charge you anymore. Just like when you sign up for a trial through my link, it's a 30-day trial and then it's $97 a month. Go High Level gives me 40%. So once you turn on a sub account for unlimited, Go High Level gives me 40%. But it doesn't cost you anymore. And if you guys refer people to this meeting, not only do I give you 20% out of the done for you hours they buy, I will also let them sign up with your affiliate link. So you're getting the 40% and I just get the 5% override for you being underneath me. Melissa, what's your question? Let me see the chat too.
Yeah, I wanted to make sure I had this figured out. So let's suppose you're a business and you're going to go to Go High Level by yourself. You're going to pay 97. But if you go through you're going to still pay 97. But now you're getting some money instead of GHL getting all of it.
Right.
And you're helping us with so many things. I'm trying to show the value here of.
Right.
Okay.
You're exactly right. So I'll break down the difference. So if you go straight to Go High Level, you get the same price, same everything. But if you go through me, because I'm sponsored by them and I'm certified by them, I give you my supercharged AI snapshot, which will let you, and normally people charge like $2,000 for a snapshot. You're going to get my cutting edge, best out there snapshot, the same one I'm running in my businesses that are doing 6 figures a month. And this snapshot will show you how to customize it for your industry. You can do a quick setup, which will have all your AI responding on all channels in 30 minutes to an hour. It'll respond in book, answer questions. And then if you want to fully dial it in to where you have the outreach flows and everything, it'll take you like 3 or 4 hours to build it custom, but it'll be a fully custom snapshot that you'd pay $2,000 or more for anywhere else, even if they didn't set it up for you.
Hey Rob, show us an example of the snapshot. What do you get in a snapshot when you say that? Can you pull that up there?
Yeah, I can. Nyan, if I'm trying to think if I can.
Yeah,
you can. I know how to do this. I'll just go to the Mass Market AI snapshot one, and then I'll import and show you guys what it looks like when you import a snapshot. So basically anything that you've saved in high level websites, message sequences, every single thing that you can build in all those 42 tools, like A to Z, everything you need for a business, literally, I can copy into a blueprint. Now, some of the stuff in my system is too, you guys wouldn't need it. So I choose, here's the things that they would want to be able to start and really get a quick start with the stuff I've proven over time and tested and refined, and then let you download it right into your system. So you go to, I actually have to do this in agency view, I think. Sub accounts, Mass Market AI snapshot. So you'd open up your business and you're going to hit import snapshot, which you do on this screen. You choose it, supercharged. Is this it, Nan? Or do we, is it a different title?
So you're trying to import the sub account one, but this is another one that we have, the main one.
Yeah. This is what the main one we give away is called?
Yeah.
Okay. We need to change it to supercharged AI employee, but that's fine. So you guys can see it's got my calendar set up, my conversational AI set up, custom fields. We create these different values that you need to make the whole system run. So it's like kind of creating new memories or new like types of memory for the system. And you guys don't need to worry about what that is, but they all automatically get imported. And some of them are pretty obvious, but some of them are ones we need to run the automations. So we import all that automatically. You don't ever have to worry about how complex it is. It'll just work. And your dashboard setup, the funnels and websites, some tags that are important, your email and text templates, and then the automation workflows, which tie everything together. You hit proceed, wham, bam, it's done. And then our guide's going to show you, okay, so now that it's all imported, you have to go in here, turn it on, connect, maybe connect it to this other one here. It's a couple of simple steps. It's about a 15-minute process to where you have omni-channel booking. And then you can take it further and automate every single customer service process you have. And we have the guide for that too. So that's the snapshots. So I talked about conversational AI, ads manager, and then the website builder, which are the main things. But don't think it stops there, because using that workflow AI, you can build an automation for every single process in your business. It's done virtually. And I'm here to help you do it. So I want to mention quickly what Melissa was asking about, which what are the bonuses you get for coming with me as an affiliate? You get my snapshot, which we just went over. You get my courses. I've got 3 different courses, over 60 lessons, including a detailed one on the AI snapshot, supercharged AI. You get the software that I built. So after I scaled 3 businesses to 6 figures a month in Go High Level, I'm a general contractor, and then I taught myself how to code and made 2 pieces of software that expand Go High Level's power. And that's why they reached out to me originally. High Level reached out to me. And so you guys get those softwares, which can allow you to integrate any systems that you need for your business that are not already in here. Or if you're a Go High Level agency, if your clients, for instance, Sales Rabbit is a system door knockers use to track their territories. And we have an integration for Sales Rabbit that makes sure all that data gets followed up with. And you use my integration to do that. So you get my software, courses, snapshots, and you get early access to these meetings, which I do 3 times a week. So there's a client only section that's an hour earlier. And my first priority on there is to make sure you know exactly what to do next, or so that we figure out what to tell my team to do next if you're a done for you client. So all my clients come on there and they can get consulting and I can push them faster. Now I do have if you get your affiliation started on this meeting, which means I'll stay on here if anybody's having trouble, but you follow that affiliation survey. If you get affiliated on this meeting, you get a free one-on-one 15-minute call that you can schedule with me whenever. And if you sign up for Done For You, we do have for a DevOps bank of hours, which I'm about to explain what that is. We do have a lower offer that we also give people that take action on the first mastermind. So there are DevOps hours, which is our way of doing Done For You work. We do it on an hourly basis. So as Go High Level gets faster at letting us set things up quickly, and as our templates get better, we actually provide more value to you guys every month that goes by. So however long it takes us to set up all these powerful AI tools that are changing all these industries is the amount of time you pay for, not how much money it saves you. And what that allows you to do as a business owner is essentially get wholesale pricing for any agency work that you'd have done if you hire an agency or a VA. But because I have white label agencies that I do their fulfillment for them at these rates, they're able to make 3 to 4x on these rates, which I'm about to explain. And so you get, I kind of lost my train of thought, but I'm going to explain the packages. So when you hire an agency, they're going to charge you like $1,000 to $2,000 a month, maybe a 2K setup. And let's just say they're doing your ads. So they're going to set up your ads and your funnels. Maybe it takes them 10 hours of work to edit your videos, get the ads and funnels up the first month. And then after that, it's just a couple hours a month of optimization. But you're stuck having to pay them $1,000 a month regardless. And if you're in their Go High Level agency, they can turn it off if you stop paying. So I'm putting you guys in your own agency. I'm developing your own resources so you can automate your business and make sure you're on top as this AI wave changes the whole landscape of business and that you own everything that you build. The DevOps
Hey, Rob,
hours, yeah.
Can you go full screen of you real quick?
Yeah, good idea.
Okay.
So
you're on DevOps hours. Sorry, didn't mean to interrupt you.
No, I'm glad you did, Lance. Thank you. Every time you interrupt, it saves my butt. So we've got the other option is hiring a VA. So let's say you hire an overseas VA, which is essentially how I've scaled all my businesses. My credit business, my funding business, solar business, it was all ran by call centers and VAs. And now I've really organized and structured my IT team. Now I have a 20-man IT team. I have no sales team. Everything is automated. I just need IT to help me set it up, and I'm extending that team to you guys. So if you hire a VA on your own, they're usually going to be good at automations, maybe website development, maybe editing videos, but not all three. You're going to need to hire 2 of them so they're really competing against each other for you to really get good results or have any idea how hard they're working. So regardless, like at the least, even if you hire 2, you're spending $1,000 a month. And if you don't have work for them to do, you still have to pay them, or you're going to have to retrain somebody. So it's a fixed cost no matter what, just like the agency is. So in the spirit of Go High Level, in the same way they do things, what I do is give you a DevOps bank that never expires. So on our lowest option, which is the one I open up to people on this meeting the first time, it's 2K and you get 25 DevOps hours. So let me reiterate kind of how long it takes to do things in here. If you had us set up ads for you, edit your videos, and get your ads running, that would only take like maybe 5 or 6 hours the first month, like I mentioned, for another agency to do it, and then a couple hours a month. So 25 hours is going to go a long way. If you have us just set up your Go High Level, but you're not doing ads, say I want inbound booking for all my systems, and I want to reach back out to my past clients, that's only going to take us 4 hours, guys. And so that's like a Go High Level setup. Even Go High Level themselves, they charge $1,000 just to set up one account. If we do it for you in 4 hours, the rate at that 25 hours for 2K, it's like around $70 an hour. And so you're paying less than $400, maybe less than, for $300-400 instead of the $1,000 for Go High Level to do it. And then we can do that for your clients too. So a standard package, if you're reselling it, would be 2K setup and then $500 a month just for inbound, like the booking and reaching out to past clients, like I was saying. So they'd be 2K and then $500 a month. That's what you can resell it for. We would be charging you something around 400 worth of hours for the first month, and then really like an hour or 2 every month after that. So much, much, much less. Now I'm going to explain the other packages we have. We do have higher packages, but I think it'll be a good time for me to ask, like, Melissa, did that make sense to you? Was there anything that was confusing there? Get out some questions and then I'll explain the other packages.
Well, GHL can be very overwhelming and confusing because even when you master just getting around in the account, you can set up a website and maybe you can do ads and stuff. And then you throw the workflows in and like my brain just explodes.
Yeah.
So,
I've literally been working in this system for about 6 years. And I am not joking when I say I've probably spent near 10,000 hours in this system. And there are still things that I'm learning. But I pretty much know every single feature and system and am currently using all of them. So I'm really deep into it and I can be your guide and my team can help you save a lot of time and money.
Well, and money loves speed. So even just the idea of, again, my clients, I help them write a book in 30 days. And then, of course, the idea was to get their funnel up and running in my agency. But if you guys can get it done in 4 hours, I don't want to learn 10,000 worth of figuring all this out.
Yeah.
You know?
I'll tell you guys a little bit about our
VAs don't necessarily work out.
No.
They do not.
You know how many I've had to filter through and how these guys have been with me for 2 years now. And, you know, I know the full system from sales side because I come from inside sales, door knocking, all the way to the coding and the marketing. And so I'm able to help them have the right templates and the right ways to go about it to make it work for you guys. And I wanted to talk about the process. You were saying 4 hours. I want to make sure I clarify. It's not like you submit and it would be done in 4 hours. It would take them 4 working hours. And the way we do it, because the way to get you guys the best prices is to use overseas labor. My guys are all in Bangladesh. They've been with me for a long time. But what we do is they've got my copy. So I've originated the first, the copy of every text campaign, every email campaign, every voice script. I know how to do the prompting. I've, laid all this out. And then what we do is we take your onboarding form submission. We take your information about your business you give us. It'll walk you through exactly what we need from you. And then we're going to use AI, the deep research thing that just came out with GPT. It's going to sit there and for an hour, the AI is going to prepare the very best copy for your business. Probably, way better than my team could by using our templates and your information. And then it's going to spit it back out to you in an email for you to approve. So you'll read over it, you'll approve it, and then the team then goes and puts it all into the workflows and funnels for you guys. That process, because there's a couple backs and forths, it can stretch it out to, it can stretch it out to a week and a half, but that's usually about the right timeline, as long as we get the forms back quick. So I'll explain the other plans. And yes, Latoya, if you're in another agency and you go through that onboarding survey, what it's going to tell you how to do is to start your own agency. So it'll be $97 a month. And then I can help you migrate your sub account from the agency that you're in into your own agency. And so in that survey, it has a migration section in the survey that is in the QR codes. And it'll give you the exact email to send to your agency owner. You're going to tell them, hey, I'm starting my own agency. Okay, will you be able to release my sub account? And how long will it take? If they won't release it, I can help you set everything back up fresh. But if they release it, we can transfer your phone registrations and your calendars and everything moves over. So let me see if we had another question in here.
You got a few questions in the chat there, Rob.
If you're on your own 47 plan, that survey should help you, Melissa. And if you're on the 497, what you can do is you can go into AI employee. So if you go in, you're going to add the guide is going to show you how to do it. You'll select that you already have an agency on the 497, and then you will, okay, I see what she's saying. Then you'll be able to, oh, my wires just got crossed. Oh yeah, then you can turn AI employee on for one sub account, which will give you access to all my stuff. And look, if you guys want done for you services, I don't care who you're affiliated with, I'll still give you access to everything if you buy a done for you package. If you don't buy a done for you package, I'm going to need you to figure out how to get affiliated, because that's how Go High Level looks at me and gives me my performance. It's more about just them giving me credit than about the dollar value, because as you guys can tell, I'm barely making anything on this stuff.
All right, Latoya has a question as well. I'm sorry, Rob.
Right. You're good, bro. So for migrating a whole agency, the way they're going to look at it, if you have an existing agency that has not been inactive for 90 days, they are going to pair it to the email, phone, and payment method. So you start a new one, it's going to go right under the old affiliate, unless you use all three different. And you can do a Google Voice number when you first register, and it won't pair it to the old one, and then you can close the old one and then switch the number after you when you log in the first time, because it's going to check for it being a real cell phone. It's going to text you, but if you create it with the Google Voice and then change it later, that's the only way I know of, and so that is an option, but it's a little trickier, and the guide will still help you do that. Ooh, David, you've got a big agency. Oh my goodness, what an opportunity, my man. David, you want to come off mute? I'm reading your message, but I'd be happy to chat with you for a second here.
Yeah, sure. How's it going?
Good, bro. So
we're doing about 6.5 million in annual recurring revenue, very low churn rate. We're the highest performing marketing agency in veterinary industry. We're also in dental, and we're about to go into regenerative medicine with a few other industries. To this point, we haven't been offering a CRM. And we've been running our own agency out of HubSpot.
Yeah.
And so, I mean, to be honest, when we used to work with Keep, when it was Infusionsoft and turned into Keep, and then we switched over to HubSpot. And both of those times that we went in those CRMs, I hired an outside agency to help us get up to speed for the exact reason you talked about earlier, the 10,000 hours it takes to become an expert, in the system. In both of those instances, and when we went into HubSpot, I mean, we hired an agency. I won't mention their name.
As hell. Yeah.
They were expensive, but we hired an agency that was, I mean, the guy who owns the agency is a consultant to HubSpot's board. Like, he knows everything and all of that. In both of those instances, it was the absolute worst experience I've ever had working, and it's because we got junior level people. They weren't able to get us up and running. It actually cost us months and months. Yeah. And in the end, I had to get away from them and just dig in and learn it and master it myself. So now, I mean, I can do anything in HubSpot, but it's way too expensive. Their whole business model is insanely expensive. You really can't roll that out as an agency. I mean, unless you're working with, mid to upper level or enterprise level companies, which we're not. We're working with local small businesses. So I really want to, I'm very interested in Go High Level. But again, this whole do I want to spend 6 months just mastering it myself? So I'd love to work with you. I love the stuff you're talking about, but I think we'd have to probably,
let me tell you what we can step one-on-one. So if you don't have a Go High Level agency, first off, bro, I'm excited.
I did set up the $97 whatever. I haven't done shit in it.
How long ago?
With my email address, it was several months ago, and I've been working on other projects that we've been rolling.
Well, either way, you can still. We already told you kind of how you can redo that. If you want to redo it, you got to change.
I'm happy to do that. I like your bonuses you're talking about.
So do that, and you'll get a 15-minute call, and we can go more in depth. But bro, you've got a huge opportunity. I'm going to talk to you regardless about that. And then what you need to do though, you have a couple different industries you're in, right? First off, you got your business. You may want to leave that in HubSpot. You may not. You've got the dental, you've got the veterinary, and I think you may have mentioned another.
We're about to go into regenerative medicine, and we've got a huge opportunity there to scoop up hundreds of clients really quick.
So it'll take us 4 hours, and it would take you maybe a little longer if you're using our guides. But with my team highly trained on it, we'll take my supercharged AI snapshot and we'll build a version for each of those niches. It'll take 4 hours the first time, and then it'll take us 1 to 2 hours to set up a new account for each one of those. And then ongoing, we'll also create a community for you, just like mine. I'll show you guys that now. It's important for getting support. So your clients will be able to go into this community, which is just like Discord. They'll have self-setup guides. We could offer, I don't know how you want to do it. You could have, I guess you want to do it like an agency. So you'd want to charge them to set it up for them, is my assumption. You could also have a free version where they can set it up themselves.
We're going to charge them on an ongoing basis, Okay.
So you would pay me $400 to set up. It would be roughly 400 equivalent hours for me to set up each niche, and then it would be 2 hours to set up each one after that. Now, if you're going for a big project, our 5K plan gives you 100 hours at 50 an hour. So that means your initial templates essentially cost you 200 to set up, and then each sub account after that's $100. And then you also have ongoing support, done for you support for your entire agency. And we'll just, if your client submits a ticket, you'll approve it for us to complete, or you can give us guidelines and say, if they submit these types of tickets, just complete them. So we'll set all that up to where you can not have to learn the whole system, but we can set it up and manage it ongoing for you.
Okay.
Does that make sense? If you have any questions, I'm happy
I
to
mean,
get more
kind of, I
in-depth.
think that we're going to probably have to set up a meeting and go back through it, you know? And then
Yeah.
honestly, after we go through it, if I like it, I want to move forward, I'd set up another meeting with more of our team members. That's going to be, there's going to be some redundancies to working with us. We're a pretty big organization. But we go through a few of those. That's how we end up, you know, going through our decision-making process, and then we'll onboard and yeah, get us set up and you know, we can roll things out pretty quick.
All right.
A lot of people.
You guys have enough people to where it makes sense for me to do those one-on-ones. And so I'm happy to do that, brother. 350 is a number I can't say anything. Those numbers speak for themselves, bro. Good job. That's very impressive.
Yeah, cool. We've been growing at 40% a year for the last couple of years. So we'll be a lot bigger than that this year.
I hope to be in that same kind of lane, man. I just started I started marketing this agency a year ago. So I just crossed over from, you know, running my own businesses that were in other industries to doing this side of it. And so I'm just getting started, man, and looking to help bring what I've got to you guys.
Cool. We got a few questions over here in the chat too, Rob.
Let me see the chat.
Sorry, last thing. If
Go ahead, David. I'm sorry.
If I just drop my email, can you hit me up and then we'll set something up?
Yeah. That would be totally fine. I should actually already have your info, but maybe give me a more direct email. Yeah. That's perfect.
There you got it, David.
I'm going to save that here on the side for me. Who else got a question? I think now's a great time. If anybody's trying to get affiliated through that survey to get their 15-minute call one-on-one, that now's the time to push through that. So what do we got from somebody? Let me see who's got their hand up or if we have any questions.
Hi, Rob. Christine
Hey.
talking. How are you?
Good. How are you, Christine?
Good. Thank you. So, thank you for the meeting. Appreciate it. I'm definitely going to be watching some of your YouTube videos also that I'm subscribed to that and get kind of like on my own time. There's a lot going on and it's definitely a lot to process because I'm not a super tech person, but I've taught myself a lot of things. I built my website, so I feel like I'm getting into it. But it's way beyond where I'm at the moment. I do want to automate some, my basis is really my travel business. I do financial consulting too. But really my travel business is what I'm looking to build right now. So I'm looking to automate, you know, some of my social media, some of my posts, my replies to clients, you know, so that I can get out emails right away, responses to them, you know, itineraries and other kind of data that's going back and forth and thank yous and referrals, and just really kind of bringing people in. I did get a referral from Facebook yesterday, but I want to be able to track that more automated and not manually have to request that where that's coming from. So those are kind of the things that I'm looking for. I'm sure you probably can advise on many other things that this has capabilities to do that I'm not even aware of too. So that's kind of what I'm looking for, so that it could be automated and really self-driving. My website is something I built myself, and it does have a lot of self or you know, retreats that can be purchased and other things, but I also do specialize in curating like bespoke travel itineraries. So I plan, you know, trips for people that are really looking for specific things. And that's, you know, sending out automated, you know, kind of surveys and other things that can help guide me to do that.
Cool. Yeah, we definitely can help you with that. And by the way, I work with a agency that helps me book flights using points really, really cheaply. And so I've worked with similar companies. But
yeah, I heard him on the call the other day, actually, that gentleman.
Yep.
Yeah.
And so we've got, you also mentioned like being able to do social posting. So obviously we can reply to emails and do all that kind of stuff, but for your own post, you can fully automate regular social posting in here too. So they have templates that are packs of posts for each industry. And then you can just categorize them and say, post one of these every Thursday, one of these every Friday, and it'll automate. You can post to all your channels. So Instagram, LinkedIn, TikTok, YouTube, Facebook. I think I left some out, but you can then check your stats on them, all kinds of stuff. So really good social posting. And I can definitely help direct you to the most important parts first. You kind of hit it on the head. It's automating your standard outreach and onboarding are like the main two things that are impactful in the beginning. And Go High Level has forms and everything all native. All these little aspects of these processes are native tools inside High Level. So we can help you build a really smooth onboarding process that if they stop halfway through, we'll follow up over text, email to help them complete the process. If you want us to do that stuff for you, we can help on that side. And you can also do it yourself using our guide. Were you looking more for like a done for you partner?
You know, I'd really like to be hands-on. I think eventually maybe done for you, but I really like to be able to learn and do things myself. I know that maybe has slowed me down, but I really like to learn through the process. I do have right now an itinerary in CRM. It just launched actually in October. It's called Tern, Tern, and it's a platform that I use to create my itineraries for my clients. And it's really great. It has a lot to, done for. So I would like to be able to integrate that somehow. So, and they do have a lot of forms and other automations in that, but I know that it doesn't tie into all my other platforms, my socials and so forth. So so the automation of getting onboarding and client outreach and responses to them, there's different time zone. I'm on the East Coast in Connecticut. So, there's people in different areas also abroad because I do also go out into Europe, South America, stuff like that. So, yeah.
Well, it's an international platform, so you will be, and it even has WhatsApp. So you're going to be able to reach out to who you need to reach out to. And then getting your hands dirty yourself is a great way to learn everything. I'm not sure what level you're going to need this integration to this other platform on, but the software I coded when I first used AI to teach myself how to code is an integration app for High Level. And so, Make or Zapier? You familiar with those?
Yes, I am.
They're like no-code integration tools. So I built a no-code integration tool for the advanced API for High Level. So when on the $97 plan, you've got access to their lead connector, Zap, which is built on the older API and has like 6 actions you can take. If you're on the $497 plan, you get access to their 2.0 API, which has hundreds of actions you can trigger inside High Level. And so for a really sophisticated integration, that's the tool you use. You go on the 2.0 and you can connect it to your other CRM. Now you can go in and not CRM, but your itinerary planning software, and you can set up automations between the two. Those are also the kinds of things my team can do custom. I'll say one more thing about our packages. We've got the 2K package, which is like the one-time minimum for people that are coming in that has 25 hours. That is for native setup. So all inside High Level, because I know those things are going to be smooth, easier to set up, less trouble. Once you start integrating things outside High Level and you're dealing with these tools or even straight coding, dealing with my integration apps or straight coding, it's more complicated. There's gonna be more bugs. And that's why we're like the minimum bank of hours for third party or custom integrations is our 5K bank, which comes with 100 hours, which means you're gonna have plenty of legs and, and space to get it all figured out and dialed in, because that's what it's gonna take. Here is a post or a picture Nayan just dropped in the chat, which covers like how much more you can do with my integration versus the native one. So when I say native, I'm just saying like it comes with Go High Level. It's built in. You've got Lead Connector, which is their version. We have one for Zapier and Make. Zapier is a little easier to use, but Make is way cheaper at scale. And guys, when you are automating full human roles, like every time there's an action or even like a stage in a decision, it's a task. And so these platforms charge you for that. It's a small amount, but there might be 14 or even 30 different things that have to happen after an AI call to process it and take all the actions. So it gets expensive, still much cheaper than people. But these are all the different actions you can take inside Make in High Level. And
okay, Rob, just to be clear, this is going to be the 297, all these extra special actions that you have to swing outside the native. Okay, this is 497. Okay.
Yeah. So you need the 497 to be able to access these. You can do anything you want inside High Level, but when it comes to connecting outside systems, you're going to need their 2.0 API in most cases to do a real custom one. Sometimes there's an exception, you can get by without it, but as you can see, like you can imagine how much more this lets us do. Like we're taking a call transcript with one of your customers and we're analyzing it. It's making a lot of decisions and then taking all kinds of actions, even creating new sub accounts inside your agency automatically, all kinds of stuff. That's getting pretty technical, so I want to pull it back and make sure we're focusing on what's really helpful to you guys. But I just wanted to give you guys an understanding of the different levels of integration we can do. Who's got some more questions for me? We've got a ton of people in here. Let me check the chat. Anybody having trouble with the form or anything?
Hey, has anybody that's new have a question or that want to talk that hasn't talked? You can go ahead and come off your mic and ask Rob anything. Or even if you've already asked a question, go ahead and put him on the spot.
Hey, Rob, what's going on, bro?
What's going on? EST Trav.
Yeah, what's going on, man? It's Trav, man.
Where you located?
North Carolina. How you doing, bro?
My friend Travis?
Yeah, your friend Travis from
What's
the
going
yard.
on, man? From the yard.
Man?
This
long
man
time
knew me
no see.
a long time no see. This guy was inside with me in the pen. So
That's
I knew
what's
him
up.
for a long time, and we've both been out for a good, 7 years. 7 years now. So it's a long time ago. Good to see you, man. We've talked a little bit back and forth over the years. How you been?
Hey, man, I'm out here in Texas doing my solar thing. So,
Oh, you're doing solar now.
yeah,
Texas
I
is
caught the
great for
solar
it.
wave, man.
Yeah. Yep, it's a great opportunity out there. And in California, there are guys who make $500,000 a year or more. There's guys making hundreds of thousands a month in solar, just knocking doors.
Just
You
knocking doors.
gotta get with the right crews. And I know one guy, if he's in California, but I think that I don't know if people are making as much money in Texas as they are in California. How much are like the top reps out there making?
I mean, they doing good numbers. Like, some of them doing 100,000. Some doing,
Okay.
it depends on how much you grinding.
A
Because
month?
Texas,
A month or a year?
like you got guys out here doing 50 to 100 a month, bro.
That's
Like
what I
it's a
thought.
lot of,
Yeah.
it's a lot of opportunity. Texas is really
They've
big.
got the big problems with energy. So it's like people are wanting to get away from the grid.
People want to get away from the grid.
Rob, real quick, go ahead and shit to the. I'm sorry, didn't mean to interrupt you, Trav.
Go ahead.
Go ahead and go to the full screen, Rob.
But real quick, Rob, I was just chiming in. I don't know if you saw in there that I asked, does the high level system, does it integrate with NZ? I'm not sure if you're familiar. I heard you spoke about
I'm not familiar with it.
What's it called? The Rabbit? I forget what it's called.
Sales Rabbit.
Rabbit, yeah.
So it's another territory mapping
right.
software.
It's a similar app to Sales Rabbit, but it's what we use.
You need there's ways to integrate it. You need to go and look up the name of that software and then Zapier or Make, and that's the easiest way to send data back and forth.
Right. I'm familiar with Zapier and Make.
But there's other ways. So really, you just need to look up API integration for that software and see what the options are. But yeah, it'll integrate. It'll high level integrates with anything that has an API.
Right. And real quick thing I want to give you an idea just so you can tell me whether I'm in the right direction with trying to utilize Go High Level for this. I want to integrate it, and I want to use the data that's available on NZ to create code, email, code, text, code.
That's what we have
code,
people doing that right now.
Print, yeah, exactly. So, and I want to automate it. You got what I'm saying?
Your whole office, bro. They're knocking hundreds of doors a week, and nobody's getting followed up with.
That's the thing. That's
you can pass this data through, and this is what we're doing with our other Sales Rabbit integration. Data passes through; they're all getting followed up with text and emails.
You got me. Because it's a lot of doors that people not home, and I'm okay with that.
Yeah.
But the platform has their information in
it.
It has certain email, personal phone number type text message. Email and cellular phone. Exactly, bro. So that's what I want to do. So I'm going in the right direction.
Going in the right direction. You can use AI also to mention landmarks in any city. So you can follow up and say, hey, I was passing by the XYZ in your city, and you can even have it know what weather is like that time of year in that place when it writes this email and say, I knocked on your door at XYZ. If you get real advanced, you can look online and see what their house looks like and mention their house. Now that might be a little overkill. Might not be worth the time it would take to make that, but it could be done.
Right. I just want to touch base consistently. You know what I mean? The follow-up is everything, because just like I know automation give you the opportunity to touch base consistently, and before you know it, they're gonna buy into what and solar is much needed out here, bro.
And you're already picking,
go ahead.
You're already picking the good houses too. So you already know it's a house that would be good for solar. And so It's perfect. And that's a huge opportunity for any door knocking organization because none of them, you know, those sales reps don't keep track of anything. They hit that door and it's over. Yeah.
They don't, bro. I'm the only one out here tracking the data. I appreciate your time, man.
No
Good
problem,
look,
bro.
man. Hey, another thing too, I'm proud of you, bro. Just want to
Thank
tell
you,
you
bro.
that from me to you, man. I'm proud of you. I hadn't had the
Thank you,
opportunity
man.
to tell you that, man. Keep doing what you're doing, man.
Yes,
Salute,
sir.
bro.
Salute, bro. Me and him used to work out back in the day inside. And bro, you just need to start a high level trial too and come an hour earlier and I'll help you build this stuff if you want.
Say no more, bro. Say no more. Got you. Just what
go
I
through
do.
that-
I need to do the survey.
The survey. Yep.
Got you. Got you.
And you can, if you lose it, it's right on my homepage of my website, massmarket.ai. And everybody should know
Got
that
you.
too.
Appreciate you, bro.
Appreciate you, man. So let me check the chats. So anybody who is starting a trial or wants to talk about done for you, just as a second measure, I will make a few calls today, you know, and I will make sure anybody who needs help is taken care of, but also just for my follow-up purposes. If you guys could either drop it in the chat and say, yeah, I haven't finished the survey yet, but I do want to start a trial, or I'm trying to start a trial. So if it doesn't come through, I know to reach out and be like, yo, here's what you missed. Let me know like what your intentions are so I can assist you later today if you need help. And you guys know, ideally today, if you start a trial today or get affiliated, you get a 15-minute call, and we have the lower bank of hours that's $2K for the minimum bank if you guys want to start done for you services. And I know there can be a lot of hoops to jump through to get all those forms filled, so I'm trying to be available for you guys to help. Anybody got any questions for me?
Melissa, do you have anything? I think she had put a couple of things on the chat about. Okay,
Kendall wants to start a trial. And Kendall, do you know how to get the form, the survey? Do you already have that in hand? Okay, so Kendall, here is the survey. It's one of these QR codes. We're going to drop it here in the chat for you as well. You just fill this survey out, and it's going to get you to where you can start an agency really quick. It's 30 days, 30 days trial, and then 97 a month after that. And so it's not very far into this survey where it'll give you, I got to scroll way back. There it is. So I'm dropping it in the chat to everybody. There we go.
Yeah.
Oh, and I left the R off. So disregard mine, use Nyan's. Cool. Yep. And then guys, if it's like in the next 30 minutes or hour that you finish that you actually get affiliated, I'll still give you a 15-minute call. I just like realized that if I don't put that on, it takes my help a lot of times for you guys to figure out how to get affiliated. And if I don't have you guys actually trying to do it now, it's going to be really hard for me to follow up after. And I'm willing to invest into each of you guys to give you the help you need to be successful on the platform. But I need you to at least be willing to also reflect that energy enough to put in a 30-day trial. And I feel like that's minimum. Or get affiliated some way. I'm happy to meet with you. Those 15-minute calls are usually worth $100, and I charge like 200 a half hour. So you guys are going to be getting some high quality insight during that call. And then you'll also have access to me 3 times a week, an hour earlier, where the itinerary is not, let me introduce everything to you. The itinerary is, what are you doing today? What can we get you done by, I'll make sure you know what to do next and how to do it 3 times a week so that you never have an issue. And we do have a 497 trial link. Let me get you that link real quick. Just so I'm sure you're doing the right thing, Lewis, can you tell me what are you thinking you need the integration apps, or do you need more than 3 sub accounts? What's got you thinking you need a higher plan? And I can't see your response. If somebody else can tell me what he says back as I look for that link.
He says integrations. I guess he was talking about your Make and your Zapier when you take it to a different level. Yeah.
People sign up just for that. Now you will need the 497 for the integrations. The link I'm going to give you will let you start a trial for either one. So hang on one moment. I'm almost to it. For people, here it is. Select. Here we go. All right, pro trial link is in the form, and then I'm dropping it in the chat. And if you guys sign up with this link, just make sure that you then go through my survey, and in the spot where it asks you to put your link you started the trial with, just put the email that you signed up with through this link. This is, to be clear, this is for the 497, a 30-day trial of the 497 plan. And Travis, that would be what you would need to use if you're trying to build an integration to that platform too, probably. But guys, the name of the game here, even if you're on the 497 plan, I'll have you ROI positive to where you'll never have to worry about that by the time 30 days is up if you follow my instructions and share the links and videos to join this meeting to your network. If you get them in here, I'm going to sign them up and you're going to get 20% of their done for you. And I'm going to sign them up through your affiliate link. So that survey is going to walk you through starting your agency. Then it's going to show you how to go into your Go High Level account, get your affiliate link, and then you're going to put it in my form. Now, when one of your referrals comes to this meeting, I'm signing them up with your link. You are getting 40% of their Go High Level affiliate commission. Guys, I've got people quitting their sales jobs at digital marketing firms to come and do this for me because I'm doing the same thing for them and signing their clients up through that link. Now they're earning residual commission from an affiliate contract, and it doesn't matter if their company replaces all their salespeople. It doesn't matter if you stop working with me. You always are going to have that affiliate commission. And the statistics show that once someone gets more than 3 minutes in or 3 months in to their Go High Level plan, they almost never cancel. If they go 3 months, they're never going to cancel. It is that good of a platform. Wonder what's keeping Jeffrey from having issues with the link. But yeah, Jeff, we'll have you good by Wednesday. I'm not sure why. Is the form not working for you or what's going on? For Jeff Lyon.
Yeah, I'm not sure I still needed to fill out a form. I thought I'd already done it. So
yeah, you get an email once you finish it that has your links. And then we were talking about this in the meeting earlier. We're going to create a new page that's got, because right now you've got all my affiliate links in the community where it's like new clients can sign up. I've got all the little programs they can get access to. But we need a separate page that has the links that are important for my current clients, which will have your affiliate links, like all the stuff that's important for you guys. And so we're creating a new page. You know, it may take a week, but we're going to, maybe not, I won't have it by Tuesday probably because Monday is going to hit and the team is off until then. But hopefully by Thursday, we should have that new page where you guys can access all of the client side resources more easily. And I think this is a good time for me to show you guys where you guys get support once you start your trial. There's a video at the end of the survey that walks you through getting into the community, which is where all of the resources live. That's where you're going to be able to get unlimited IT support and question answering just for starting a trial one time. So you'll have support from me and you'll have support directly from Go High Level, which is another benefit of having your own agency. You can get on Zoom with them anytime. So let me show you guys the community if you haven't gotten in there. Now that survey is going to walk you through downloading our mobile app so that you can log into the community from your phone. And then you can set it up with different sounds and notifications so that you always know what to do. And you hear our messages quickly. I heard somebody asking a question, I thought. Go ahead if anybody has one. Let me see what's in the chat. Lewis, we were working on a CAD integration that uses AI to generate CAD from a verbal project scope from a client. We were doing that a year ago before AI was powerful enough, but with DeepSeek and the deep research functions of GPT, that may be a different situation. So we do have the frameworks for rendering a 3D CAD drawing from just from a description. And those softwares all have the integrations necessary to make that happen. And there have been huge advancements in AI in the last year, so I'm not even sure what's possible. It could be it could be that we could already use what we have and do that now. That's kind of the way it is when you build stuff with these systems, guys. You'll build it, and if the AI is not there yet, since we are what's called a wrapper, we're just wrapping around what OpenAI is doing. And as the core models get stronger, everything we're building gets stronger. So nothing we're building here is going to get outdated. It's just going to continue to get more and more powerful.
Latoya has a question there, Rob.
Latoya, shoot. Let me see if it's in the chat.
I actually can talk for a second.
Yeah.
A couple different questions. One being, you talked about a mobile app. Are we talking about Lead Connector, or do you guys have your own native app?
So you've got Lead Connector, which is what you use for actually managing your business. But there's a community app called Go Collab. And so at the end of that survey, it's going to tell you how to get the Go Collab app, which is going to be like, it's going to look like this, but on your phone. You can access our courses. You can access our discussion board where you'll see everybody talking. You can get, I don't know if I showed you guys the courses. You can see other members. You can talk with members. I'm going to add all our events in here. And so you'll start here. This is the public side. And this will walk you through like what to do when you first join. And then we've got our clients and affiliates side. Okay. So you start here. This one will kind of explain like if you're a client or an affiliate, you need to go into this section right here, and it'll explain how to become a client or affiliate if you don't know. Once you get into clients and affiliates, this is like all of our newest stuff that's not even published to courses yet. Our newest snapshots, the Supercharged AI employee snapshot. And this is the document that I'm not going to scroll all the way down because I don't want to post the public snapshot links, but this document's where you start. And it walks you through how to access all the different resources, how to set it up, how long it takes. And when you need support, you can just drop a message here and you tag MMAI IT support. If you're a done-for-you client, you have an alternate app you can go into. As you can see, we've got all of our clients in here, which is quite a number. And you make a post every time you need something, and then that becomes like a ticket that we're completing for you. We'll put an ETA on there and we'll get it done. Go ahead.
And then, so to go, I guess, when it comes to the Supercharged AI snapshot, as a agency owner that is focused on local businesses, would that be kind of a foundational piece then for me in operating? Okay.
It's the foundational piece for everyone. So you take that Supercharged AI snapshot, and then you're going to customize it for each niche that you're doing. And once you have the guide is going to show you how to customize it for that niche. It's going to give you all of my copy templates that you can use to have AI rewrite them the same way my team would have AI rewrite them with using your info.
Okay.
Once you finish it, you can make a new snapshot, which would be Supercharged AI insurance snapshot, Supercharged AI veterinary snapshot. And then you can replicate those in like 1 to 2 hours once you nail it down into the niche.
And when you create those, do you need to then create different agency accounts, or is it okay for it just to be individual sub accounts?
Yeah, we run all types of businesses in one agency. So you can choose which snapshot to import to which businesses. And you can have multiple snapshots imported into one business. So like you might take my snapshot for social posting and you import that along with the snapshot for Supercharged AI employee. I'm working on a more detailed onboarding guide because really there's some customization here. You're going to have the base snapshot, but then you're going to choose, are you doing webinar style booking or are you doing one-to-one? And so I'm going to customize it. We've already got those 2 different versions for you, but I'm going to customize it so it's more clear. Like if you want to do webinar, then you also install this snapshot, so forth. But we'll be here, like as I'm building out the more clear forms, I'll be here every 3 times a week to guide you guys if you ever get lost. And we'll continue to make it easier to see what you're supposed to be using.
I appreciate that. So I'm gonna go sidetrack a tad, just because you had mentioned mobile apps and you've been in the game a while. There's a nonprofit that I occasionally do freelance for that wants to build out a bingo app. That isn't me, that's Rick Dean. But that wants to build out a bingo app for their nonprofit. Would you have?
Wow, look at that! Actually,
let's see who's.
That's Rick Dean. If we could.
Yeah. There you go. Fixed.
Okay, thank you. If that wants to, have their own app on the App Store, is that something you could refer out to, or with your VAs and such?
There's 2 ways we can do it.
Okay.
So Go High Level can let you have a custom branded version of Lead Connector. You can also get a custom branded version of the community app. You should download GoCollab when you're getting into our community so you can see what that looks like. Okay. And yes, we can customize an app just like that for any business. But it's still going to be more like discussion page, learning section, links. And so if you wanted like a fully custom app developed for you that had a different style interface, different types of sections, we can build a custom app for you. You would just take a Loom video explaining kind of what you're looking for. My team would look over it. We'd have a meeting and we'll give you a quote of hours. So guys, here's the thing about Go High Level. Every single business, every single app needs all the different functionalities High Level has, like the calendar functionality, billing, sites. Like these are all parts of any other app. And so we can use Go High Level kind of as the backbone to make any other app in a much shorter time period. So even if they're not seeing Go High Level at all, we can have Go High Level controlling what they're seeing when they log into your app. So we can make a custom app in the App Store that has Go High Level as kind of the back end. And if you are okay with it looking like the GoCollab app, we can make you a version of that really cheap. So to get your own white labeled version of the community app, so you can have a community app like mine is going to be called AI Initiates. It'll be done. I'll show you. It'll be done here in a few weeks because they have to set it up for you. It's only $80 a month to get an app that's called your community's name that has the same features as the Go Collab app.
Oh, that's huge.
So
That's awesome.
it's cheap. Yeah.
Yeah.
And you could use it for stuff like a bingo app. I don't know what all the features you need are. Are they going to be playing on the app, or is it more for like
I'm sure that she's going for a gaming app, if you will, with the
Yeah.
community aspect. And I was researching different softwares that offer those things already pre-built, and you would just need to go in and customize it.
Well,
But
there may
I
be a
hadn't gotten
way.
too far.
There may be a way to add custom tabs onto it. Let me
Mhm.
look at this. I don't know if I'm going to be able to look at it right now because
No worries. I
my
was
team's in the
just
process of setting it up. But there may be a way to add like a custom menu link is what we call it, which would mean you could be browsing in this. Nyan, do you know if we can do custom menu links in the custom branded mobile apps for communities?
I'm not totally sure on that, but we can check back.
Yeah. So this is it. And then I think my team has started to set it up already.
You can't see anything, Rob. All we see is your face.
Yeah. I think they may have started on it and not finished because I didn't give them a final answer. It's not essential for me. It'll make it cooler to have it custom branded. It's not like my highest priority is getting this, working on some other systems that are holding you guys back more since this is functional. But yeah, you just do this, and then I think, yeah, I'm trying to see the builder because I know I've gotten into the builder before, but once you get into the builder, I guess I can let you know. If we're able to put a custom menu link in there, then that would make it possible for them to click on that and play the game inside the app too. So that's possible.
And then to wrap it up, just to confirm, when it comes to the done for you hours, that stuff replaces the need for Extendly or high level Pro
Yeah.
Tools, correct?
We
Okay.
do everything they do plus much more. Like I don't think they'll do your ads, creative work, or do external automations to high level. Like they're not going to integrate third-party platforms, I don't think. So that's more like what we have on just the 2K bank because it's all native. But we're also doing creative work, which I don't think they do. And we also charge much less because your bank never expires and theirs is going to be a monthly recurring 1,000, I believe.
And then you had just mentioned creatives. On that note, would I be able to just request for like for that nonprofit for their social media creatives to be done or templatized? Are
Yeah.
those things that could be done by you
Yeah.
guys? Okay.
Yes, ma'am. So here's the client services menu. And once you access this, it gives you all the options. So like if you just started a trial and you want to book a one-on-one call with me, this one normally pulls out of your DevOps bank. But you guys all get one of these free if you just start a trial. So you can book right there. If you wanted us to create ads for one of your clients, you can click here and meet with the creative team. And then our onboarding form also has like a form you fill out for doing creatives for one sub account or for one business in your agency. And so we've got a few different ways you can get that process started.
Okay. Awesome. Well, thank you so much.
No
All
problem.
right, so Rob, to be clear, you have two basically setups on this one. You can have a do-it-yourself, which has everything that you need, including all the directions on how to set everything up. If you're a technical person, if you get frustrated, or if you think it's better the use of your time to do the done for you, you can switch over and have you do and your team set everything up from A to Z.
Exactly. So we've got everything you need to do all of this yourself. We've even got the done for you courses for this advanced third-party integration. If you want to become an AI voice consultant, we are the best person I'm the best person in the world to help you do it. Not only I give you a ton of free resources, people are going to charge you $10K to get what you get on my free side. And then if you want me to do things for you, you want a hands-off approach, I can set everything up for you related to anything online with your business, from creative to automation. And that's how it works. And it should be much cheaper than anybody else in the market because of the way we do it with non-expiring hours. And if you want to make money and you don't want to learn how to run your own agency, you don't want to learn anything, you can just share the link to this program and make money. And that's what we got for you guys. So we're coming up on the end here, but if anybody is trying to get through the form, if anybody needs help with anything, I'll stick on to help you guys, but you're going to need to let me know now that you need help. And so who's got anything for me, and I'll wait like 2 or 3 minutes before I pop
All
off.
right, Rob, go to full screen here.
Yes, sir.
I think
Thank
Harold
you.
came in new. I don't know if he has any questions. He came in probably about 10 minutes ago. So does anybody else have anything?
We'll be back on Tuesday at 1, Tuesday at 2, excuse me. And we've got our YouTube you can check out. If you're new, one of the best things to do would be to watch our masterclass and just let us, does anybody need help accessing any of that or have any final questions?
I think Christine's asking
Hi.
where in the, okay, go, I'm sorry, go ahead.
Hi, this
What's
is
up?
EC here
Nice to
appearing
meet
on
you, man.
the screen. We have many things in common. I'm in the SaaS space already.
Cool.
I have a SaaS solution for healthcare, and
Okay.
but I recently just launched a new software, and I would like to somewhat integrate
level.
this solution. Yes,
Yeah.
high level to market this new SaaS product that I've launched, and I'm in the emergency management space. That's the new product that I'm venturing into, and I only find a few competitors in that space. And what I've done is we've integrated some AI into the emergency management planning, creating plans for, and also modifying the plans also as AI learns of new updates. And we put a few other tools in there so that it saves, from them accessing other platforms.
Okay.
For example, we have document signing, HIPAA secure messaging offered also by, but I'm very, very niche in this approach because there's certain regulation that that impacts our space. So in this case, we're a B2B, and we will be integrated with my other company as kind of like to strengthen the initial product offering of the other company, and then but if they want more of the other features, of course we will charge for that beyond the freemium.
Yeah.
Can you cite for me a use case on how I can progress with Go High Level?
Yeah. So what you can do is you can have, a lot of people use Go High Level as like a backbone to add more features into their app or their SaaS and to manage the billing for their SaaS without them having to spend as much time at developing those aspects. So you can make it so that your app, so first off, you can customize the appearance of this totally, right? This is not how it normally looks. This is my version. So you can customize the appearance, and then you can add custom menu links where it just basically opens up a URL inside of the browser here that appears to be inside the app. And so you can have your app accessible there. And then you can set up the billing so that if they stop, so you can set up Go High Level SaaS plans for each tier of your offering. And if their payment fails, their access is cut off until they get their card back on. And so you can use it kind of as a wrapper for your unique piece, which can help you develop apps and software much more quickly. Does that make sense? You can integrate everything on the back end.
Yes, I see. And then I think marketing wise also is a big concern right now, or it's something that we truly need to tackle.
For marketing, if you want to do it, you can do it yourself or have me do it. But Go High Level is going to help you with, like, when my ads are running, I integrate my Facebook form fields. You can integrate your Google ads so that they all get followed up with properly. They get email sequences, they get texts, they can book to my calendar system. So it can manage all of those systems for outbound marketing and then follow up for your prospective clients and your current clients. So I use AI to book all my appointments. I'm using it to book over 150 per week. And then I run them all in one meeting, but you could also run them to a funnel that's about your app, your SaaS, however you want to do it. And you can use this to track the analytics, to monitor everything, to tweak everything, and centralize your processes both before and after somebody becomes a client.
And this is all 100% just automated, right, in AI?
Mm-hmm. I mean, you can call, but yeah, I book all these people to my meetings full with automation.
I see.
Mm-hmm.
And I do appreciate your setup.
Thank you,
I've
man.
been trying to join a lot of these seminars, but they don't have enough consistency, I guess, with tools to be able to
Yeah.
get a hold of me. But today you got me.
There we go. That's what I try. I'm like, if they haven't said stop yet, I'm texting them again today. I don't care. I was like, they haven't replied stop for some reason. So one day they'll join. And then I don't know if you heard me say this, but my YouTube has all of the old mastermind sessions recorded. I'm sure it'd be funny, Lance, for us to go back and watch the first one and remember how far we've come. And then we've also got my tutorials on there and some other resources. EC, do you have any other questions?
Yeah, I guess that is all for now. And Harold is with me. Yeah, he's my
Okay,
chief
cool.
tech.
Well, nice to meet you, EC, and I hope that we can work together more fully. Do you think that you're going to want to start a trial? Do you need help with that process?
Yeah, I actually want to talk with you.
Okay. So one-on-one.
More, yeah, one-on-one, and see how we can get this, because there's just a lot of potential with also what we're doing. Yeah.
And so if you're even if it takes you a little later, if you fill out that survey, it'll have you start a trial, and that's how you get a 15-minute one-on-one call. And that can be our first call. And if it's like, if there's a lot, if it seems like we need to talk much more before we start doing business at a higher level, then we can base that off of that call. Does that work for you?
Yeah, I'll check out
You have the survey link?
form. Yeah. Where will it be sent? Here.
I'm going to send it to you in the chat right now.
Okay.
So it's right there, and you start there, and it'll walk you through getting set up in my system, becoming a part of the affiliate program, getting into the community, and starting your trial. And once you finish that form, then you'll know how to book the 15-minute call with me.
All right. Thank you.
No problem, brother. Thank you.
Thank
and
you.
thank you for coming, Harold. Does anybody else have anything before we jump, or is everybody all set? All right. Well, I'll be looking forward to some calls with you guys. I'll check my calendar, and then feel free to text the same number that texted you about getting to this meeting if there's any questions that you need to ask, or you're getting stuck and don't know how to get help. I'll keep an eye on that a little bit this afternoon to make sure that you guys are all getting some special attention. And I look forward to seeing you guys on Tuesday at the worst
Hey,
case.
Rob, real quick. I think Latoya had one other question in the chat before we get off today.
The quick things to mention. Are you wanting to refer them into this mastermind or to use them inside your agency?
Admittedly, I hadn't decided yet. But being that I may need to be the face of it for this particular group, just because of the whole women sensitive thing. So I might just need you guys' services on the back end.
Well, what you can do is I would stick with the same thing I always say in my messages. AI employee can replace your receptionist, site dev, and ads guy, and 42 other software tools. And so like just mentioning that right there, that's the one that usually catches the most broad interest. That's the kind of the copy of the offer on my most successful ads. It's very broad. You can get some lists from me, and then if you look up like what does high level replace, you can get these lists and images.
Well, does it have Nyan, like how you can scroll through? What's the one that we dropped before?
The 10K checklist.
10K checklist, right?
If she's trying to be the face of it, I was trying to give her some stuff that,
So
like,
have your...
here's the white labeled stuff. And this is all from high level, and these are easy to find, and it explains the basics.
Okay, thank you so much. I appreciate it.
No problem. Well, all right, guys, I'm excited. Lewis, just go ahead and wrap that up. We'll have a 15-minute call. Christine, super excited to be working with you. And I saw, I think, somebody else that was looking like she was excited too, Melissa. So I can't wait to speak with you guys a little further, but we'll call it a break. We'll call it a wrap today. And anyone who's here that didn't get affiliated or has more questions, I'll see you at 2 p.m. on Tuesday. And anybody here who has started a trial and is inside, I'm excited to see you at 1 p.m. Thank you, guys.